Oh, so I'm testing this. Don't worry, I'm not going to be on very long. I was playing around with this, and I just wanted to see if I did it right. I'm trying to do the members only live, and I'm not sure. So I'm testing this. Oh, shoot. Don't worry, I'm not going to be on very long. I'm playing around with this, and I just wanted to see. So I'm going to wait till someone comes in. Oh, I hope I did it right. I'm not sure I did, though. Just playing around. It's the only way I can learn things is when I play around with things. I thought, here's the thing, I thought, um, shoot, I thought I could only do it, from YouTube, but I'm trying to do it from StreamYard. So I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to, keep anybody out. I'm just trying to figure this out because it's so weird. Oh, I wish it wasn't so complicated. I'm trying to learn how to do some more emojis because I have the option to do more emojis. I can't figure that one out either. So here I am talking to myself. It says there's 9 watching, but I think, and I'm not positively 100% sure, that if you're not a member, you can't chat. But I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, can you even chat in here? I can't even find the live chat on my phone. Do, 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 do. And I have another account, but it's my real name, so I don't want to type in here to see. My other name is definitely not a member. Oh gosh, maybe Nanya can do this for me. Um, can you just check if my live says members only? That type this morning. Oh, I don't even know if this is working. I did it from YouTube once, but I did it from YouTube once, but I did it directly from YouTube, and now I'm trying it from StreamYards to see if it works. Because I went into my more options, and that's what it told me to do. So I don't know if you're not a member, if you can chat in here. That's what I'm testing, actually. I'm not trying to keep anybody away. I'm just testing it to see if I can do it that way. That way I know what I'm doing, because I usually don't know what I'm doing. Goodness gracious. I guess I have to stay here until somebody comes in. It's not a member. Mm, I just texted Nunya to see. But then she's a member, so she will be able to chat. Samara, does it say members only? Hi, sweetie. Because I'm trying this from StreamYards and I'm not sure if it's working. I did the option of for members only. So I'm not sure if anybody. Hey, Brian. Oh, Brian can type. So I guess it's not for members only because he's not a member. Damn it. I don't know how to do it. Did it wrong. I guess you can only do it from YouTube. I wasn't planning on going live. I just want to test this stupid members only thing. I know, no, no, no. I know you don't. It says members only. Well, then how come you're typing? How come you're able to type in here? It says members only. Oh. So anybody that's not a mod can't? Wait a minute. So that's so if you're a mod, you can type even if you're not a member. I need someone that's not a member. Come in here and type. Who do I know that's not a member? Hey, Nanya. Big hearts. Glad your mom's doing better. Odd. But it does say members only. Okay, yeah, switch accounts. Because I want to see if it worked. It worked. If it worked, then I know how to do a members only live and have people on my panel. Well, whoever I want on my panel for my members. I think I figured it out, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just testing this. You can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? Samara, can you hear me? Yay, I did it right. Yoo-hoo. It won't let you type. There, I did it. Okay, so now I know how to do it. The members only live from StreamYard. That's all I wanted to figure out. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to figure out because I couldn't figure out how to do a StreamYards and have people on my panel for members only in case I want to do, a live stream for members only. So now I know. Yay! Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate it. You can hear me. Manya said she can't hear me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that's all I really had to say. I just wanted to, unless someone wants to come up, someone wants to come up, we can talk for a few minutes, not for long, but for a few minutes. Oh, Leo wife, I wanted to ask you, how's your doggy? Good news, bad news? I wish there was a way to do it privately. I haven't figured that one out yet. Because that would be awesome. Then you could just talk about anything, you know what I mean, with your members, and not worry about trolls and all that kind of stuff. Oh, so what happens when you type, Brian? You type something and then when you hit enter, nothing comes up, or it just doesn't give you the option to type. Don't know. Don't know. Yeah. I don't know. The only option I got under more options was members only, the members thing. So I just wanted to try it out to see. Want to come up, Leo's wife, for a minute? I'm not staying on long. I just wanted to test this. Aw, we miss you too, Brian. I'm going to decide on which job I'm going to keep in about 90 days. Well, that's cool. He is okay. He needs to be fixed because his prostate is enlarged and he has a mass on his butt, but he will be okay. Oh, that's good. Good to know. Sure. Oops. I gotta I gotta copy it first. I'm just so happy. I'm so pleased that I figured this out. I I didn't know if I could do it. And I figured it out all by my lonesome. Oh my goodness. It tells you it's members only. Okay, that's good. Well, that's what I was testing because I didn't know if I could figure it out. Hi.
Yeah, there is a way that you can do it totally private
That's what
because,
I want to.
yeah,
Yeah,
because Katie does it. I know Katie does it, and I think Brian just said MGL does it or something, doesn't you?
yeah.
So maybe if you can ask MGL that way, because see, this is the way Laura does it too, like where only the members can type, but everybody can watch, which keeps
Yeah.
her which keeps trolls out from typing, but
Yeah,
people can.
everybody can see it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would like to have it. I would like to figure out how to. Hi, Ems. How you doing, babe? Um, Another thing, I want everybody to send out prayers for Ginger Lock's mom. She was in the hospital last night, and they admitted her.
Oh no.
Yeah, something I can't pronounce it, but issues with her stomach. So hoping she's gets released today because she hates being in the hospital. So that's always something.
I
Hi,
know.
baby. I'm just testing this members only thing, and Leo wife is telling me that well, you can do a whole private stream, but I don't know how to do that yet. I just figured out this members only one. So
Yeah, if Molly knows how to do it, I'm sure she'll tell you how. You
and like
know,
when sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm
No,
done.
so when Brian came in, I was freaked out because he's not a member. And I guess if you're a moderator on the channel, you can come in and you can type. I didn't
Oh,
know that. I didn't know that. He's not a member.
hmm.
So he can type because he's a moderator. So if you're a moderator and you're not, but all my moderators are members except for Brian. Brian's the only one that's not a member. So when he came in and started typing, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't do it right.
No, you did it
I,
right because it does say members only on the screen. It does say it members only. So if you could just get with Molly and she can show you or tell you how to.
yeah, I would like to know how to do a real private one. Because then people will feel comfortable to talk about anything, you know what I mean? And then we don't have
Right.
to like worry about everybody seeing everything. And that's why, I would like to learn how to do that. But the members only is good for keeping out the trolls, at least,
Yeah, and
private trolls.
another thing, I think the reason why some people may do it too is if people want to chat, they'll be a member. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
Yeah.
it's not a guilt thing, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I
No,
want to
I
be a
know,
member
I
so I
know.
can
And
chat.
like I would only do it if it was like a sensitive subject or you know what I mean, or people just weren't comfortable with other people, hearing their stories. You know what I mean? Like stuff like
Right,
that.
right,
But
right.
I'm going to make a habit of doing a private unless everybody just maybe wants to talk or you know what I mean?
Well, even if
Like,
you just did it once a month, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Just for your
yeah, that
members
could be
or
a
whatever.
perk actually. That could be a perk. We'll have a
Hmm.
completely private stream once a month. But I'm glad your dog's doing okay.
Yeah, we'll have to
So
take them. We're going to take them to another a clinic because they wanted to charge us $900 to fix a male dog, and that's ridiculous.
Jesus.
So we're going to take them to a clinic we go to and get them fixed. And it looks the mass looks like a hemorrhoid. It's not like it's huge. You know
You
what I
know
mean?
what? Yeah, and I know my stepdaughter's father-in-law had two dogs and they were the same thing. It was like a big hemorrhoid at the butt.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
they never got it fixed. They ran around with that for years.
Well, see, my first German Shepherd had them on the outside, and um, they were never really big, like the size of a pea, you know.
Mhm.
And that's the size his is, but his is on the inside, and she actually like pulled it. I know this is gross. She actually pulled it out. But
Oh my
the
God.
thing is, they wanted to. I mean, he's 9, so
Right.
it might just give him a couple more years. And she's like, "Well, we can test it." Well, that
Hey,
costs like
Shauna.
that
Oh,
costs
Shauna,
like
thank you.
$100 to test it. And I'm like, well, if it's cancer, there's not anything they can do. So what's the point in testing it really? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we're just going to take him up there, and so that way he don't have prostate issues, to get him fixed. And then but yeah, he's okay. They gave him some medicine to shrink his prostate. And so then as soon as he gets done with that medicine, we're going to take him up to the clinic and let them go ahead and do it. And it'll probably be $100, compared to 900. That's ridiculous. I mean, come on. You're taking his nuts off. You're not doing open heart surgery on him,
Yeah,
you know?
seriously. Shauna, welcome to Coffee Coalition.
Oh,
I,
welcome,
I
Shauna.
did not have a live stream to make people join. I only had it to test it because I wanted to test it on StreamYard. So don't feel like you had to join because of that. Oh my gosh. I don't want people to think, oh well, I can't type in here, so I'm gonna join. No, no, no. That's not why I had it. I figured how to do it from YouTube, and I wanted to figure out how to do it from StreamYards, and now I know how to do it from StreamYards. So no,
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad you got it figured out.
well, yeah, I have to. Here's the thing, I can't read a book and figure things out, I have to do it to figure. I'm
Hands
very,
on, yeah.
yeah, I have to do hands on. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out how to make emojis. Ugh,
Mm-hmm.
that's all, and Jenna
I'm
said
not
she'll
good at
do it.
stuff like that either.
Yeah,
I'm not good.
Jenna said she'll do it for me because I can have some more emojis on my thing. So I'm going to get her to
Mm-hmm.
do some for me. So I shrink it down to a certain size, and then I can't shrink it down to the right size, and they won't do it for you.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. Well, okay. Well, I hope you have a good weekend. I'm going to get to work, and
Okay. Thank
but
you for coming up, sweetie.
no problem. I'll see you on Monday.
All right,
All
beautiful.
right. Bye, honey.
Bye. Bye. So, yeah, so I figured it out. Shauna, I just want to say this to you. I think that FOD, the video she did about you, they did about you, was not fair. And I commented under your video that apparently they don't want to have a discussion. So there's that. I don't know if there's any reasoning with that person. As soon as you disagree with them, their pat answer is, I'm going to make a video. Oh, well, I'm with you though. Yes, Ems. Does anybody else want to come up? I know there's only a few people in here, but it's okay. Um, I just wanted to test the members only thing and I figured it out. I'm so happy. Uh, I am. I'm so happy. I don't know about the private. The private one, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do private ones unless I have a really touchy subject to talk about. Um, oh God, what happened? What happened with what, Remy? I have the in-laws driving up here, so I can't stay long. You know, my OCD makes me feel like my house needs to be perfect before they arrive. You want some more Swifter pads? I got a bunch more. Hams, I got about 6 more I've already made. That's one of the things I might put in my gift bag too, is a Swiffer pad. Yeah, I know I'm going to put dishcloths, hot pads. I'm going to do a bunch of things. A hat, maybe some fingerless gloves. I'm going to do a video. Oh, I'm just boring today because I'm just so pleased that I figured out how to do the members only from uh, um, God, I get so mixed up if someone texts me while I'm live. So reading the text. Yeah. Um, God, what the hell? How did that happen? You were right. You were right, Nanya. Um, I've got to redo some stuff on here. I don't like calling her the donkey. I'm not calling you that, the donkey. I'm not calling you that. I don't like calling her that. I think it's disrespectful to her. I don't like to be called Chucky. So I'm only going to call her Shauna. Hey, Swiffer pad, fingerless gloves, right here. Prefer black gloves. I'll pay whatever. Fingerless gloves are genius because you can type on your phone. Yeah, because your thumb and your fingers are free. Oh Lord. Well, I figured it out. I figured it out, guys, and that was my main goal for this morning because I was not planning on going live. But if anybody wants to come up and talk, um, and say some prayers for Ginger Lock's mom. She's in the hospital. I know. I can't pronounce what she's got, but it took her. I know that it took them um, six things to get her vein because she has bad veins, and yeah, nobody wants to be in the hospital at this time. You know, with the whole COVID and everything. But um, she seemed to be in fairly good spirits. Um, not, I mean, of course, it's not easy when you're in the hospital. I hope I'm not like spilling any beans I shouldn't be, but I just want to send out prayers to her and hope she gets to go home today because, we all love her. And she's even worried about Ems. Um, that's what kind of person she is. She's like told me, "Oh, I would go to Ems and help her out. It takes a village, you know." And she's just that kind of a sweetheart. So, yeah, she's more worried about other people than herself, which is, typical of good people. And there are good people on here, believe it or not. So I'm going to put the link in one last time. If anybody wants to come up and just talk, anybody at all, come on up and we can have a little chit chat. And then I'm going to go off. I'm not staying on, certainly not staying on for 8 hours. Okay, Shauna, you want a cup? You want a cuppa first? Okay. She told me that last night too. She's an amazing soul. I know. She told me that. I was like, wow, here she is in the hospital, and um, there's Remy. Hey, Remy.
Good morning.
Hey, I figured it out.
Cool. I wouldn't even know how to even begin to stream on StreamYard.
Well,
Actually, I just got a message. Amanda Rice asked if you can drop your membership link in the chat, or a mod can. I don't personally know how to do it.
Here, let me see. I forget. Hang on.
Excuse me.
Okay, yeah, I have to find it first.
So how are you? How was your day after you got off your live, and how was your night?
Oh, me? I had so much stuff to do because
Yeah.
the day before I had an 8-hour live. So
I took a nap. When I went for my nap with my kid, you were live. I woke up from my nap. You were live. I was like, Carla, what the hell are you doing?
I can't remember. I think it was Smokey that said, "Oh my God." He said,
went to
"I went
work."
to work. I was on my way to work and you were live. I went for lunch and you were live. Um, I finished work and I was on my way home and you were
And
still
you were
live.
live.
We were having so much fun though. It was like a really fun, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't okay, here's my membership.
Oh, if you're on an iPhone, and if I'm wrong, please correct me because I use Android. Um, I think you have to open the membership link in Safari. Ow!
Um,
What was that?
yeah, no, I think you have to actually have the link, you know, posted. You can't, it doesn't
Oh,
show up
Leo wasted it.
when you do the super chat thing. It doesn't show up on
Yeah.
there. But
Oh,
on
yeah, on
Android,
iPhones.
I will never get another iPhone ever, 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 ever again. I'm getting rid of this one. I'm throwing it out the freaking window, and that's it. I'm an
Well,
Android
no,
person.
actually save it because it can call 911, even
Thank
if it's
you,
not hooked
Amanda
up.
Ray, for joining the Coffee Coalition. This is not, guys, I don't want you to feel like you had to do this. This was just a test. Like, I feel so
No,
bad
Carla,
people are
don't.
joining. But,
Why?
you know, I couldn't figure it out. The only
You
way I
have
could
about
figure it out,
35 people in here, so that's 35 members. You're charging 99 cents.
well,
It's
I know
not, I mean, some people, I think MFW is charging upwards of 15 to 20, maybe
oh
even
no,
more.
no, 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 no. I did not want to do that. I wanted to do the lowest possible
Oh, Brian.
tier
Yeah.
because I did not want, the only reason I joined it was because some people, you know, they want to support you and they can't afford to give you like $10 or whatever. They just want to give you a little something to say, I support
Yeah.
the channel, whatever.
Like, hey, I like you. I support you. I
Yeah,
enjoy your
so
chat.
99 cents a month is really, it's a
I
month, you know.
I try to spread my memberships around, like Diane, Mandy Lynn, you, CC, Randy, and I think there's another one. But I like every month I'll switch around, a little bit.
Yeah, and I was joining a lot of memberships.
It adds
Now
up.
finally I said, well, I never go into this channel or that channel. So I've joined, I think, Hello Starlight, Amanda
Yeah, I
Lynn,
had joined hers as
and
well.
Diane.
That was the other one.
Yeah.
But
So
I canceled. Not canceled. I didn't renew Diane's. I didn't renew Starlight's. I didn't renew Randy's. I just want to maybe kind of have three and just rotate around.
sweet crazy.
Support the channels I do go to.
The Coffee Coalition. Oh, you guys are awesome.
Yay.
I'm so sorry. Like I kind of feel bad that people.
Why?
Because I feel like they're joining just because I did this, this members only live.
No.
That's not why I did it.
Wait a second. Hold
Seriously,
on. How are they, how can they see the live? I don't know how it works. If they're not members.
You can see the live, but
you can't type. Okay.
That's all. And I just don't want, thank you so much, sweet crazy. I appreciate it. No, that is not why I did it. I did it because I didn't know. I knew how to do it from YouTube. I did not know how to do it from StreamYard. And I wanted to figure out how to do it from StreamYard so I could still have guests on panel. If you're not a member, you could still come up on panel. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
if I
wow, I
grab
didn't
the
know
link,
that.
you grab the link, you can still come up on panel, whether you're a member.
When they first came out with the members button, didn't the channel have to be like 20 or 30% gaming? Like it was a gaming thing?
I think when they first came out with it, it was 30,000 subs. I think you had to have.
Well,
and then or you a gamer and you had to play so many
hours
games.
And stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Laura did it before she had 30,000 subs.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean it's nothing bad.
No, it's true. It was supposed to be 20% or something.
Thank you, Leo wife.
Yeah, but prayers to Ginger Locks and
yeah.
I have something going out for Em
last night
this weekend, but I understand how she feels right now with her in-laws coming. I get it.
Hams. Oh God. I know whenever I have company, I run around my house like a crazy person.
Mhm.
But see,
I
after the other day of doing an 8-hour live, I had let everything go all day. Like I
There's
literally,
nothing wrong with that though.
but
Some
I
days you need
literally
to just let it go.
got off the live a half an hour before my husband got home. And he's like walking around like,
And then you
"What
run
do you do
around like
today?"
a lunatic, and you're just straightening up and wiping stuff down. Yeah, I clean the bathroom. Just wipe it down with some toilet paper and water.
Well,
You're good.
well, he told me, he asked me, he said, "What did you do today?" I said, "Believe it or not, I live streamed all day." He said, "What do you mean all day?" He said, you watch lives all day?" No, I said, "I was actually on my live all day, like eight
Yeah, see, I think
hours,
I would.
literally 8 hours."
I think I would have kept that one a secret. At
Oh,
least in
yeah,
my house,
fun.
I'd be
No,
like,
it was actually fun. We just laughed so much and we talked about
nice.
so many different things. So it wasn't like a serious one where I was screaming and yelling and cutting people down. No, 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 no. It was just
Well,
fun.
you know something? It's amazing how fast the time goes too.
Oh my God. Well, the only thing that I suffered from that day was my butt was really sore from sitting in this chair. I only got up every once in a while to stretch my legs. And I was like,
You got to
I
get
need
one
to
of
get
those
a more
comfy chairs.
comfortable, I need to get a comfortable chair and a desk because I'm sitting at my table, literally sitting at my table on a really hard chair and it's not comfortable. So yeah, I need to buzz my bunnies
Well,
today. They shed. You
what
buzz
kind of
your
bunny?
bunnies? Oh, my husband's so pissed. He caught because something's been eating our tomatoes in our garden. We thought it might be deer or the woodchuck. It's bunny rabbits. We caught it on camera.
Wow,
Bunny
that's.
rabbit.
Are they the little ones or are they big?
Um, they're about the size of a cat, a little cat.
That like a kitten, little cat or
Uh,
cat?
a little bigger than a kitten, a
Oh,
little bigger than a
well,
kitten. So
they
they
were
like
hungry.
so if you guys ever wonder what to feed your bunny rabbits, they like tomatoes because they've been feasting on our tomatoes all summer. So,
I've got to rip my tomato plant out. There were 15 flowers, and now that you bring it up, I see bunnies in my yard all the time, and chipmunks and Bob, and we only got I think 6 tomatoes, and they were small. One
thank you,
dropped,
Amanda.
one dropped on the ground, and the ants got into it. So I was like, okay, that one's gone. So but it was an experiment. I think I know where I'm going to plant it, but I got the pumpkins out front. Hopefully, they actually grow. And I don't know. Are
Are
you
they growing?
supposed to rip? Well, the flowers are there,
The
the
flowers are there,
pumpkin
yeah.
flowers.
Well, then they should
And
because when they ripen around or they start to get big around what is it
no
like
clue.
October?
Carla, I didn't plant it. I left a pumpkin out by accident last year too long, and of course Bob came and ate it. And I didn't, I guess,
Oh,
get all the seeds. And you
mm-hmm.
know how you put the vinyl down and then you put the mulch?
Mm-hmm.
I did that. The thing still grew. And it was like
Oh,
going down my front yard, the vine, and I'm like, I can't have that because I have an HOA. So I cut it back, and I thought maybe it's squash, but I've never brought squash into my house. And so I cut it back, and then I looked at the stems, and they're hollow. And so I Googled it, and pumpkin.
wow.
But I figure,
Oh,
if we get more than one, we have a lot of elderly here, and I've said this before, they aren't mobile or can't get out, or, because of the COVID, they're not going to the pumpkin patches with their grandkids or great grandkids, whatever. And so I'm just going to give anything but one if they grow to them.
mm.
Whoever wants them can have them.
Oh
I can,
shit, that's not what I meant to do, guys. I did not mean to
would you?
drop my own link. Oh, that was horrible. I'm going to
Oh
just
no.
no. That's not what I meant to do. I wanted to do the StreamYards link and I put my own link to my membership.
I've done that.
That's like so freaking cool. No, uncool.
Hey, so
Oh,
you know about tomatoes. Now, do I have to, if I don't rip up the roots, like if I just cut it back, will it grow back next year?
no, I don't think so.
Damn it. I heard you
I
can
don't
actually
use them.
throw tomato seeds in your garden and they'll grow.
Oh,
Rand,
I mean, you could try it. We plant new ones every year, so I
I
don't.
didn't know if they were perennials or annuals when you really think about
I
it. I
think
didn't.
they're annuals. At least ours, the one we got ours. My husband just did his cayenne. He grew cayenne peppers.
Mm-hmm.
He made
Oh God, those are hot.
those real hot peppers, and he dehydrated them and made cayenne powder out of it. So next time I make, I don't know how hot it is because I can't taste it because I can't eat anything hot.
Yeah, I can't
The
either.
next time I make chili, I'm going to try putting a little tiny bit,
Little pinch.
little tiny bit. But he used my coffee grinder, which I probably, well, I'll never use again because he put peppers in it.
Oh no, you
But
just
he
run
must
white
have,
vinegar through it.
you think?
Oh yeah,
Because
white vinegar
he
clears
made
everything.
hot pepper sauce too with my I've got two food processors and he made hot pepper sauce with my one uh um what do
With
you
one
call
of
it?
them.
My one, yeah, and I haven't used it. I got another one because I didn't trust it.
Hey, now he's got a designated food processor, and you have
Well,
yours.
he does all his hot stuff with that one. I don't touch it.
Speaking of, I always forget about the food processor. Always forget about it because I have a very small kitchen, not a lot of cabinet space, so I have it in my sideboard. I always forget about it, and here I am slicing and dicing and mashing and doing whatever, and now
I
that you
can't
just
wait.
reminded me.
I cannot wait till Ems does her Amazon fails. I have
Oh
got
God,
I have got some stuff for her. I am got some stuff that I'm going to talk about on her
what
show.
what like is she doing clothes or products or?
I think it's I don't know. I think it's anything or everything, but it's things that you think you're buying and then when you get
Oh,
it,
like
it's
on
not
Wish.
exactly. Yeah, I think it's Wish. She's going to call it Wish. Like you find something on Amazon and you really want it and then you buy it and then you get it
And it's not that.
after reading the reviews and it's not anything like you expected. And I
That
got one of
happened.
those things.
That happened to me last Christmas for my kid. I I buy a lot of my clothes actually online on Amazon. Like I go to Kohl's or a store and I find the brand. I know what size I need. I go on Amazon and I just buy it there 'cause it's cheaper. Um, I bought my son a racetrack for Christmas. The reviews were all great. Yeah, no, the thing fell apart. I was just like, are you kidding me right now?
Hey, Shauna.
Good morning, everybody. Can y'all hear me
Hi,
okay?
Yeah.
Shauna.
Oh yeah, I bought one dress off Amazon. I bought two dresses off Amazon and they were great. They fit great. They were
Yeah,
great. I don't have a bad thing to say about that.
I
But
bought
they're
a lot of tank
dresses.
tops
They're not
and
jeans
jeans.
or anything. Yeah. I
Oh, I
don't know
find
what
my jeans
sizes.
there. My jeans are 65 at Kohl's. I get them for maybe 29 on Amazon. Same brand, same everything.
Oh,
But I guess it's hit and miss. But
yeah.
that Wish stuff, man. I have heard of people ordering off Wish. They get something completely different and they don't get it for 4 or 5 months.
Mm.
Insanity. But
Yeah,
hi,
So how are you, Shauna? Shauna.
I'm good. I just wanted to say, if you don't mind, that I really want to thank everybody for the support that I've gotten. It's just been really, really cool to see like people who I don't even know or who don't know me who are just supporting me and agreeing with me. And thank you guys. I'm not looking to fight anybody. If anybody who's known me for any length of time, that's not my bag. I don't like drama. I don't come at people. I'm just looking to educate on a topic that is extremely serious to me. And I know that a lot of people have questions. I know this because people are asking me all the time, what is this? What does this mean? And that's why I came out of the woodwork, really. Um, and for anybody that doesn't agree with me or just wants to block me, that tells me that you want to stay ignorant or stay right.
Mhm.
And you're not interested in having a dialogue or learning about where I'm coming from. And I've seen a lot of accusations being thrown out by FOD and stuff like that. And um, I've tried to make a connection and talk about it, and they don't want to talk about it. So there's not much else I can do. But thank you for
So
the
you got
support, everybody.
your
Well,
title
their
too, Shauna?
Yeah.
pat answer is, if you don't agree with them, I'm making a video about you. And that's, I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
me.
I got a
It
live of
doesn't
me.
matter. Yeah. So, it is what it is. And they got 150 troll accounts. So you can't block. I tried blocking them at first.
Well, I was
Because
I was in Darling Nikki's, or I'm sorry, no, it was either yeah, it was Darling Nikki's. It was in the middle of the night because I get up so early. I get up around 3, 4 o'clock. So I, hopped on,
too.
whatever. And I was in Darling Nikki's, and they just kept coming in over and over. And, like, there was at least 7 accounts, and I was just block, 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 block. There was even Remy's Idiot Donkey, Mean Girls. There was a ton of accounts. I'm just like, how many, like, how many emails do you have to make all of these accounts?
Well, and here's the thing, like, under the video that when she said Shauna is a donkey, there's like over, I haven't seen it since last night, but there's like over 80 dislikes. All the comments were in support of me. And whenever I asked where I was bashing her or where I assumed her gender, the questions went unanswered.
She has no answer.
And she just blocked me because I haven't ever assumed. I've never bashed her and I've never assumed their gender. I am just trying to figure out and explain to her why this topic is so important.
as soon as you say anything about her, she brings
You're a
that up,
donkey.
and that's so not true. Because here's the thing: I did not know a lot. I did not know. I was confused by that person. I did not know what to call them, him or her.
A lot of people were. Yeah.
And then when you came up, you don't expect. Here's what I like about you, Shauna. You don't expect a special treatment. You just want people to know the truth and what it's
She also
about.
doesn't expect us to just know.
Yeah, she doesn't expect us to know. She doesn't get mad about asking questions. She's who she is. But FOD is confusing to a lot of people.
Well, and I'm willing to know, like, I'm willing to accept where I'm wrong, but if you're not going to tell me where I'm wrong and just call me a donkey, then I can't move from that. Like, there's no growing from that. And that's sort of my point. Like, you're just going to go around pointing fingers at people, and you're not going to educate why you think we're all wrong or doing all these wrong things. At that point, you're just a terrorist. It's like throwing tomatoes and running away. It doesn't solve anything.
Well, even when you came up on my panel, there were people that disagreed with you about certain things, and you were willing to talk. You were willing to talk about it with them. You didn't get mad. You didn't run and say, "I'm making a video about you because you don't agree with me." You answered the questions. I had questions like, I don't know, I didn't know the difference between transgender, you know what I mean? Like, it was trans, yeah. And you answered that for me, and I appreciate that.
Yes, I greatly appreciated it as well for you answering my questions because, I guess it's just when you're not, it's the right way to say this, and I don't mean any offense, when you're not faced with that every day, or you don't maybe personally know a trans person, you can only do so much Googling. And it also helps, I think, to personally ask those questions and get a personal answer because everybody's different.
I'm sorry, I think I fell out of the chat for a minute. I apologize.
Oh, no. But I think with FOD, I left a comment under
Brian says, FOD pretended to be a man and hit on straight women. So fuck her. She's a predator.
Well, I told FOD that I think it was on Randy's. I said, you're a manipulator, you're a gaslighter, and you're a predator. At first, and I know people have said that this was a joke, that FOD had come in as a 16-year-old male. And I'm not the only one that remembers that, but I didn't take it personally as a joke. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Wow.
Trolling. I don't know. That's, whatever. And, flirting with heterosexual women, acting as a male. And I get it. Don't assume somebody's gender or their sexuality or whatever. But
right,
you can't just lie.
Whose gender doesn't matter.
Nobody's gender matters to me.
No, someone's coming up on my panel. Gender doesn't matter. Is that FOD? Probably FOD.
I don't know.
Have them came up backstage.
Maybe present
Come
yourself
up,
before you
or
let
you're
them in.
not coming up. Because it sounds like something that FOD would come up as. Because they're, oh, it's Brian. It's Brian.
Oh God, here he is.
No shirt on, Brian.
Is
Shame
he
on
the
you.
Pope? Is he the Pope?
Yeah, he's the Pope.
Oh God.
He's Pope.
Brian.
Oh boy.
Brian.
He's
He's
not
gotta
talking.
go out.
I thought it was FOD because FOD always comes up on those. As soon as you mention their name, they are right there.
And you know, it was crazy. Fod even went after Dova. Dova doesn't do anything to anybody. Just because we were in Vinny G's chat, Fod decided, like, you support trans bashing, you support doxing. I'm like,
oh my God.
Well, and I heard what Vinny G said to Fod. That was
Rolling
disgusting.
oh, it was absolutely.
Thank you for joining Carla's Coffee Coalition. Thank you so much. Yeah,
I want to unequivocally say that I don't support that. That was disgusting. But I've had really great conversations with Vinny G, and we've just agreed to treat each other like human beings, where he doesn't agree or understand some things, and I don't agree and understand some things. It doesn't mean that we can't be friends. Vinny and I are very close friends. I have a soft spot in my heart for Vinny. It doesn't mean that I appreciate and support all his behaviors. He's done some gross things, and I call him out when I see them.
There's a difference between bashing and there's a difference between dialogue and disagreements, and that's what I find. That's what I find that is lacking a lot of times on YouTube.
It's either you can't disagree
to bash someone just for the sake of bashing them.
You can't disagree.
And there's so many
because then it's called bashing. Oh, I'm sorry. It's for example, take myself. I can't disagree with Fod. For example, Fod, because then I'm automatically bashing. I'm like, no, I just don't. I have a different opinion. I'm allowed to have that, just like you are, and everybody else is allowed to do that. It's not.
And there are so many examples where transphobia is running rampant, and I can applaud all day anybody that wants to point those things out, but there is a difference between ignorance and not knowing something and being hateful. And that's what I'm having a problem with, because she's labeling everybody who doesn't know the right thing to say as hateful, and that's just not the case.
But she made that.
I'm sorry, I use the pronoun she. They are using, they're assuming that everybody is hateful.
They did that to us. By what they did. They came into this community posing as a man.
They've been around a lot
They did some messed up things, like calling CPS on someone and doing
threatening it onto people.
And threatening people.
Is this working now?
Yeah, it's working now, Brian.
Oh, okay, good.
You know, I mean,
as soon as you disagree with them, their answer is, I'm making a video about you.
You're a donkey, you're an idiot, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Racist. Racist is another one that she likes to throw around a lot.
I saw Hello Starlight. I don't know who Hello Starlight is, but Hello Starlight was on Fod's panel the other night and really holding them responsible for the things that they've done, like calling CPS on Brian and things like that. And I appreciated Hello Starlight because she wasn't confrontational. She wasn't aggressive. She just said, you did these things and they're wrong. And can you accept that? And that's sort of what kind of a conversation that I wanted to have, because I've seen Fod say, well, I will have a conversation with anybody. Well, then how come you don't answer my questions and you just block me?
There's no answer.
Well, Shauna, every time I get on a panel with FOD and I start to question her, she just ignores me or ignores the question when she can't. When she can't. When she doesn't have a good response, she just has no response. None. She won't panel with me at all. The reason that she called CPS on me is because I got upset with her and booted her off my channel when I had a bigger channel. That's it. That's the only reason.
And she sat on FOD. I'm sorry, FOD sat on a phone call to someone's job
Yeah.
And I don't
and
want,
threatened CPS on Trisha and Starlight.
I don't want to have problems with that person. The only reason she made a video about me was because I blocked, sorry, him or they, because I blocked them. See how confused I am? I don't know, because when they first came here, they were acting like a dick in my channel, so I blocked them. And then, that's the only reason they made a video about me. And then all of a sudden you're prejudiced, you're racist, you support racists, like because Brian
You're
was
trans basher.
Yeah,
She wants everyone. See, that's part of the mind games that she plays. She wants everyone to remain confused about every subject, everything about her.
That way she can be offended all the time.
But she played for months that she was a man, born a man, and would hit on straight women. That's predatory.
She did it to Laura.
Huh?
Remember in Laura's chats?
Yes.
And let me tell you, I'm just going to be very, very honest. FOD has been around a lot longer than what you're saying.
Yep.
A lot.
Well, and when I saw them sort of like be aggressive, flirtatious with Randy, and when Randy just asked them to stop and they wouldn't, that sort of behavior is not okay. Like, it's just not, it shouldn't be tolerated.
It's unacceptable.
I don't care if it's coming from a man or a woman. It's not okay.
The way I label her personally for myself, if I had to, if someone asked me, what do you think that this person's sexuality is, I would say deviant, sexually deviant.
No, I just say predator.
Right.
Well, the thing is, with when I started having Brian on my panel and they disliked Brian this much, that they started calling me a racist supporter. I allow racists on my panel. I allow wife beaters on my panel with no proof at all. And that's wrong. I don't care what you say. That's wrong.
Because
Brian, the same thing they do to you when you had Tucker on your panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got a little flack about that too, and I wasn't involved in that whole Tucker thing. I'm sorry.
That's what I mean. Every time you have,
somebody's got something to say all the time.
Go ahead, Sean.
No, I have a delay, you guys, and I apologize. So I'm cutting you off, and I don't need to.
No, that's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sean.
But that was my point. Like, when you have people on your panel and others don't agree, then all of a sudden you're labeled as all these hateful things. When I've never seen you distribute hate, I've seen you be angry, but I've never seen you distribute hate on YouTube. So, like, we need to be very clear. I think it's important to be very clear about the labels that we place on people if we're going to start labeling, because they stick. They stick very well. That's why I'm not going to call FOD a predator, because I don't know if they're predatory, but I do know that there have been behaviors that are wrong.
Right.
And I just don't support that kind of thing.
And you have offered to have a discussion with them. I'm sorry. See how this is how confused
I just say FOD.
Yeah. Well,
don't be confused. Call them whatever you want. For me personally, because I don't know their gender, I'm going to use they, them pronouns, but you guys do whatever you want. I'm not here to police anybody.
No.
So please
I'm
saying,
what I'm saying is you have offered to have a normal discussion with them, and they refuse. What did they do? The way they turned it around was they labeled you, what was it? They called you a donkey or something?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of discussion is that? What kind of resolution?
I'm an idiot donkey, though. So.
And I'm not saying everybody has to agree with Shauna. There's going to be people that disagree with her. If you try to have
a reasonable conversation with her, she can't throw in that mind fuck. If you're being logical, she can't do that.
She can't twist it, and
she can't twist it. If you say, "Hey, I want to have a civil and logical conversation with you,"
it's impossible.
You're exactly right, Brian. That's not trolling.
It's not possible with her. Yeah. She says all this stuff about me, but she's never been willing to have a logical conversation. I met her, and within a week, CPS was at my door after she put up a video threatening it. She didn't like, as a mandated reporter, maybe you should, if you even are that, if you see something, maybe you should have a slight discussion with someone before you pick up a phone.
Just anything. Like,
don't just look
I
at a
don't know,
5-second
just something.
clip. But
Well,
I-
and that's why
I-
you can't really be a mandated reporter on YouTube because, you know, we can all see the same thing and perceive something different. And, you know, unless it's blatant physical or even verbal abuse or neglect that you see with your own eyes and hear with your ears, mandate reporting is a very tricky thing. I've been a mandated reporter. I'm not now, but I've been a mandated reporter. So I know how hard that can be, but I've never felt the need to see something on YouTube and have to report it. That's just
well,
Well,
here's,
that's not the
you
only.
here's the thing.
You have to remember too, people cherry pick. They'll
If-
cherry pick a whole. They'll take a live and they'll cherry pick certain things that you say, and they will put it together and
well,
make it look like it's something that is
Carla
not.
also, you know, she says she stands behind making the call. She was concerned,
She was not wrong.
but she wasn't concerned enough to leave her name and say, "This is who I am, and I'm concerned."
Well,
The call came in anonymous.
very telling. Very telling.
well, that's not the only person, right? Brian, Humpy.
All the calls came in anonymous except for Dumpy Duck.
But you know what really bothered me was the people that supported that.
Yeah.
That Ashley said that good, you know, glad Brian, because they disliked Brian so much that they were
Disrupt the
happy
household.
that they did that to him. And it was they didn't just do it to him, they did it to his whole family.
Well, that's
Those
just
little
that.
girls
That's
did not deserve that. His wife did not deserve that.
Those kids did
And
not.
I've talked to
no.
Nicole privately. She, you know, she's told me that, you know, how Brian is with her. She's told me that. And it's not publicly. It's not on a panel. I would never, you know, talk to her publicly because she's not on YouTube. But what they did to her and the little girls, Brian puts himself out there, okay? I can understand going after Brian every once in a while because Brian's done some fucked up things. Okay, Brian, come on.
But I keep the things that I do inside of YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
But
You're not going real life.
I'm just
But
saying.
Carla, I don't mean to interrupt you. I gotta hop off.
Okay.
Thank you guys. I'll see you
All
guys in chat. Bye.
Okay.
Bye, Remy.
But it's okay. It's all good. There's, you know, if you put yourself out there, sometimes you'll run into people.
But your family didn't. What I'm saying is your family didn't deserve it. And Shauna didn't deserve to be called names. Like, change that, get that donkey out of your name, Shauna.
I will give Shauna this. And I don't, you know, I know that, I know there's a transition made because I saw her on Jen's. I feel like if you're born a certain way and you feel a different way, and you take the steps to, like, when I look at Shauna's picture, I see a female.
Well, and I've never known her as anything else but a female. And she's never portrayed herself as, I didn't even know she was transgender, to be perfectly honest.
And it really doesn't matter. But when I look at that,
it doesn't matter.
I see a female because she took the steps to become what she felt she needed to be, right? I mean, that's one way to explain it, right?
And it doesn't mean that just because she doesn't agree with FOD, that she's against that whole community. And that's what they're trying to make it look like. Oh, well, she doesn't agree with me, so she's like bashing me. No, that's not it. She's concerned because a lot of us were confused about it all, especially me. I'll admit it. I was I'm still confused with that.
I really don't care.
You're not the only one.
I don't care who people fall in love with, who they sleep with, who they have one night stands with. None of that matters to me. It doesn't matter to me. I base it on how they act towards me.
Right.
Like, so I'm always going to call FOD she, because she has never come out and said, look, I am a female, but I identify as a man, and I would appreciate it if you would treat me as one. She's never done that.
Right.
And that's what, as people who don't know, we need to be you need to tell us so that we can respect how you feel. And she's never done that. In fact, she, like I said, she came into this community and a lot of people thought she was a man because she acted like a man. She
I
said
did for the longest time. I couldn't call them
her. And while she was doing this, I'm like, I know who she is. It's a female. I can't
you said that, but I still considered them to be a man because that's how I knew them to be. And then they started doing these live streams, and I'm like, wait a minute. Like,
I think in some states that it's illegal to.
Oh, thank you. Call it as I see it. Welcome to the Coffee Coalition. Yeah, that's how why I'm still confused to this.
How would you feel if you were a girl?
Bailey.
How would you feel if you were a straight woman and you met a man who wooed you and you liked that man and you started to talk to him and you started to go out, and then when it came to the time to be physical, you found out it was a woman? How wrong is that? That's wrong.
I would be upset because they didn't tell me from the beginning.
That's wrong.
Right.
I would be. I think if you're going to do that, like if you're going to live as a woman, you need to sit down and say, "Look, this is my story. If you care about me and you really want to be with me, this is that's just me." And I don't know if that's wrong. Right?
There are so many reasons why it's important to disclose to the person that you're going to be intimate with or that you're going to have a relationship with, because if there's a safety concern, but also if by not disclosing, you're not giving that person the option to consent. And
right.
So therefore you're violating them. Right. And that's why I don't sign up to this. I don't believe in being able to and not disclosing. It's important to disclose all the time.
Well,
and
it brings
besides
me back.
that consent thing, how about like on a human connection level? So the person that I'm going to be intimate with, I want them to know everything about me so that they can make a healthy choice about who I am.
Right.
Some people might not. Some people might not like. Some people may not like. If you meet a female or someone of the opposite sex, and you find out that they were not born that way, there are people out there that might say, that's not for me, and that's okay too.
Right. Of course,
that's okay too. Whatever their reason is, that's okay too. But you got to give them that opportunity. It reminds me, of that movie Boys Don't Cry and what happened to Tina Brandon when she didn't disclose, that she was actually a female.
And you're not saying what happened to her was right.
No.
Horrible what happened to her. It was
and he wasn't.
He wasn't like.
Yeah, he did fall in love. He fell in love with a biological female and didn't disclose.
Yeah, and they were even having sex, and she still didn't tell. But in the end, that female, the biological, she just fell in love with.
But see, you can get away. You can get away with that on YouTube because chances are you're not going to meet these people. Okay, a lot of them live far away, or for whatever reason, you're not going to meet them. So you can play that game, but it is playing a game with people's emotions, and it's not fair. I don't think. I mean, that's my opinion. Shauna, I think you agree with me that they have been like. They have been confusing to a lot of people. I know people think she's funny, and she probably is, but I don't think some of the things that they have done have been right. Thank you, Bailey.
It's not funny to me. It's not funny to me to label people as hateful and any kind of phobia when they're not. That's not funny to me because especially when I have to walk outside my door every day and deal with transphobia and watch my back and weaponize my body because I don't know who's going to hurt me or feel like they have to hurt me. It's not a joke to me. I don't think it's funny.
It happened. It happened in California. I think Remy brought it up.
Many cases.
Yes. And we don't see it enough. And that's why we need to be educated. We need to be educated by the right people, not by someone that's playing with people's emotions.
I just want to make one more point, and I'm going to hop off. You're right. I didn't have to disclose on YouTube. that I was transgendered. Nobody, I'm not going to be, pardon my language, having sex with anybody on YouTube. So nobody needs to know my gender or my story. But the reason why I did is because I feel it's important to educate. One of the first times that I did was with Vinny G, and we had a great conversation. And now Vinny G can say that he has a friend who is transgendered and that's all that matters to me.
Right.
I don't have to disclose anything I don't
And-
want to, but I feel it's important to educate. And when you don't give people the opportunity to respect you and you're going to continue to confuse, in my mind, you're just trolling. And you're trolling on a very serious topic. We wouldn't be having this conversation if it was a topic about autism and if she was running around calling people the R word. Do you know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't be having this conversation, but because it's gender, I'm sorry. If they think they're doing good and they're inciting a conversation, then they need to have that conversation, not just stop it abruptly and call people a donkey. It doesn't sit right with me.
Right, exactly. And here's what I like about you is you're willing to educate people. You're willing to answer questions, and you're not downgrading them because they don't understand. And like you said with Vinny, he appreciated that you educated him. I never thought of you as anything else but a female because you know, like you said, you came into my chat. I mean, you're Shauna to me.
Right.
But until I watched Jimmy Jenkins, I had no idea. And you didn't have to do that, but you did. You put yourself out there, and that's FOD is taking that and running with it. And I don't think it's right. And I'm sorry. And I'll probably have a video made about me saying that I support trans bashers and racists and whatever. And I don't care anymore because he's already done it, or they've already done it.
Gender doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter. I look at people as people. I don't really care what their love life is like.
No, I look at people as what they consider themselves to be. Shauna considers herself a female. She's a female to me. Point taken, point done.
Well, see, here's the difference. I just be straight up as a straight man. The difference between Shauna and FOD is like, to me, FOD says she identifies as a male. That means she feels like a male. Well, I don't see her taking any steps to become what she feels like. So I would have more respect for Shauna because she became what she felt like, and she took the steps to present herself that way, so everybody else feels like she's that way too.
But she's not presented herself.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it's hard. It's kind of hard to say because we got to watch what.
No, I get what you're saying, but it's important to know also that you guys perceiving me as female is a privilege. It's a privilege that a lot of transgendered people don't have. It's very hard to wake up and step outside your door and have the appearance of one gender but feel like the other. And I don't want to discredit anybody, FOD included, of them being any less or any more transgendered than I am, because it's possible they haven't had the opportunity to transition or anything like that. So I get what you're saying, Brian. I know you're not being disrespectful, but I just want to give you another thing to think about, another layer to think about, because being able to pass is a privilege.
That's a good point. But I have seen pictures of FOD wearing dresses, looking female. So to me, if I was a man and I felt like, no, this isn't right, because I'm a female inside, but outside I have this man stuff. For me personally, I would want to do everything I could to become a female.
Sure.
So that's just my opinion, and I don't. FOD is not broke. I know it costs a lot of money, for people to make the transition the way they want.
Yeah.
Well,
wear a suit for a while, cut your hair short.
The only problem, and I don't have a problem calling FOD a male, a him, but they need to educate me on, why I should be calling them him. And because I did in the beginning. And then all of a sudden I was confused. And I'm still confused.
Well, see, she does that with, I call her she because I've never heard her say, hey, I identify as a man and that's the way I want to be treated. Never heard it.
Right.
No, and they've never said it, and that's
And then I'd be
why.
like, all right, what's up, dude? But, you got, I look at it like this too, as being on the realist side. Ben Shapiro had a good point, when he said, people can identify as whatever they want, but look a different way. Now, the Shauna's female. I mean, because I see and hear a female. That's what I see and hear. So it's easier for me. The optical illusion is not there. She fixed that for herself and for everyone else.
Yeah, because right up until she started going live, I always referred to FOD as him because that's how I considered him. And then all of a sudden it was, well, it's not, they're not a him, they're a her.
See, where you're
I'm
stumbling over those words
now.
Carla, that's what she does. You're stumbling over the words she, him.
I am stumbling over the words, and it's like
Yeah.
I don't want to offend anybody.
But you can't really offer someone respect who hasn't defined their boundary.
She lives on that.
You know what I mean? So it's hard. It's hard to offer FOD respect when they haven't made it clear what is respectful and what's disrespectful. So
right, as soon as you say
him,
something,
her, she, they're all correct because they haven't defined their boundaries. So don't feel like you're being disrespectful by saying any of it. I told you my reasoning for using the pronouns
and
I do.
I have no problem calling him a male if he says, I am a male, I consider myself a male. They've never said that. I've never heard them say that. Of course, I don't watch every single one of their videos. I watched your video, Shauna, and you watched them a little bit of what they did about you, and I thought, this is not solving anything. They don't want anything to do with that. What did they want? Attention, or did they want to really,
something to whine about? Shauna, the people that are in your biological family that watched you go through this transition, you had a lot of acceptance and maybe some not so much. But what did the people that have accepted you as you are, as the female that you are, what do they call you now? Do they call you, how do they do that? How does that work?
Shauna. And it took a while, but my dad started calling me daughter. And I was really appreciative of that.
Right.
It's a transition for everybody.
Right.
It's not just me. So people who know me, they knew me one way for over 20 years. And then I start being something else. It's hard for them too. And I can't have anything but respect for them as long as they're trying. And so they would slip up every once in a while and call me by my board name or call me he or she. And, as long as it was with love, I never got offended. There were a couple of times when I had to be very adamant, especially in the beginning with certain members of my family, that I wasn't going to accept any disrespect. But once we got over that hurdle, it was nothing but love. In fact, my uncle called me the other day and said, he was crying. He's like, I'm watching the news and I'm seeing all these transgender people getting beat up and you're not answering the phone. And, he's crying in the message, and it really melted my heart because I don't think of things like that. I don't think about what my loved ones think about. And I don't know if it's selfish or what, but it made me feel bad.
It took a while for me to get used to it, because I grew up in my era of 70s, 80s, and I was able to watch Bruce Jenner become that master athlete. He's one of the people that I follow because he was good at everything as far as sports goes.
Yeah.
So I mean, this was a man's man. I mean, everybody, all the young guys, and so it took a while for me to get used to this Caitlyn thing.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get used to that, but now it's to me, like, Bruce Jenner never disappeared, so he's still there. But now
we watched them go through their whole transition. Actually, I did, anyways.
Yeah.
So I understood a little bit more about their transition, and because you watched right from the beginning. When they started to grow their hair long and wear fingernail polish and stuff like that. And it was difficult because with them, because you knew them, so they were so famous as an athlete.
Yeah, you can never get that. You can never.
Yeah, and you can't completely get that out of your mind. But as for Shauna, I've never known her as anything but a female, so it's not as hard for me. I've never known her before. You know what I mean? From me, Shauna exists from when I know her. You know, from YouTube. And I don't mean that disrespectfully.
I guess it was
wouldn't be a struggle for me. Maybe had I known you like before and I knew you as the other gender, it would be more of a struggle for me. You know what I mean? You understand what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's, you know.
Well, it makes perfect sense to me. Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, your parents, your dad just started calling you daughter. And that's, you know, that's good. That's a big thing.
You sound like, if I didn't see your picture, and I mean, you did they do something with your voice as well? Because you sound female.
I think when I had hormone replacement therapy, it started changing a bit, but I've always had a pretty effeminate voice.
Yeah, you sound like.
Okay, so Rosie O'Kelly is a different kind of. What did you call her again? She's different. But I've never.
She identifies as third gendered.
Okay, third gender, and her voice is low. It's more masculine, but I've always known her as a female, and she's a female to me.
Yeah,
she definitely has a female personality.
She is she to me.
Yeah.
Like, because that's how I knew her, even though her voice is low and, you know, she's got some, you know, she does some masculine things, but she's a she. As far as I'm concerned, I've never known her as anything else. And I followed Rosie for a year and a half now. And, you know, I don't go into her chat every day, but, you know, but that's who she is to me.
She's good people.
She's female. She's never confused me.
Mm-mm.
So, you know, there's that. And there's a few. There's Nicole. There's Mallory Williams. There's you know,
I remember
that I followed, and I don't consider them anything else but female. So, but they don't.
I wonder what Dave Robbie would look like if he did the female thing.
I
He doesn't feel female though.
Probably very pretty, but he's a man's
gay.
man. Dave Robbie.
He's gay.
He's gay, but he just gives me masculine energy all day long. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, he is masculine. Hey, Carrie. Yeah.
I love to take him into a redneck bar somewhere.
That's who I have the most respect for, is people that are who they are, no matter what they identify as, female. What did you say Rosie was again? I keep forgetting that. Third gender.
Third gender.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But I think she considers herself female, because it's always Rosie girl. So I consider her, I mean, I refer to her as her. I don't even understand fully what third gender is. But she's always been female. She's got a lower voice, but it's still, she's female to me. So, you know, she's never confused me. That's never confused me. But FOD,
Boyd was sort of founded on Rosie and Missy Jen and Mallory and Nicole, all of these beautiful transgendered people that started the Boyd. And it was not just transgender people; it was RVing people. But Boyd was transgender people were a part of the Boyd, and a lot of the people that Fod is calling a donkey. These are people who supported those transgendered people and befriended those transgender people. So it's like more ignorance on Fod's part, who absolutely knows nothing about these people, about their friendships, about their interactions, but's going to turn around and call them transphobic. It just doesn't make sense.
No. And that's why, like I said, I was not confused by all these people. Missy Jen, very feminine. You, very feminine to me. Rosie,
Thank you.
I'm not going to say Rosie is feminine to me, but she's a female to me. Not all females are feminine. I was taught, we talked about
Rosie's unpredictable.
Tomboy when I grew up. Doesn't mean I'm gay. but I was a tomboy. I liked boys'
Right.
stuff. I played with boys. Doesn't mean that you're going to end up gay when you grow up. I'm not gay, but um,
Well, and the biggest takeaway from all that is all of us, we might be all considered transgendered, but we all have our different stories, our different paths, and we consider ourselves different things. And that's why I know it gets confusing, but it's okay as long as you're coming from a place of respect to ask questions. Ask, what do I call you? What do I refer to you as? What are your pronouns? These are conversations that might be uncomfortable, but once you break down that barrier and you're adamant that you're not trying to offend, like I said, you might have a new friend. At the best, you've had an interesting conversation.
right.
So I don't want anybody to be afraid to ask these questions or to shy away from it, because it's an important topic that's not going to go away anytime soon.
You should be able to state your opinion without, as long as you do it in a respectful manner, like you were just saying.
Absolutely.
For me, it's really hard for me to look at a female that identifies as a male and say yes, sir, and what's up, dude. That's hard for me to do because
I
a
can
lot of
do
people, a lot of
if
people.
you consider yourself a female and you make it perfectly clear, even if I have a hard time telling, you say I'm a female, you're a female to me. That's it. That's all. I'm not going to but FOD's never done that. And that's why I have a problem, or not a problem with them. I'm confused by them. And that's all. I'm not confused by Rosie. I'm not confused by Nicole. I'm not confused by Mallory. I'm not confused by Missy Jen. They've all made it perfectly clear who they are. They've even told a little bit of their story, and I appreciate that, because then you don't have any confusions. You don't have any, and you're not accused of being this or that,
It's like Shauna,
Yeah.
Shauna, before you made your transition, and didn't you sort of act female, as a male? Weren't your actions like female? You know what I mean?
There was not really any hiding it for me. I mean,
Yeah,
I was
even
before I transitioned, I was like I was a very effeminate guy.
Right,
So,
right.
What's funny is after my transition is when I accepted more masculine things. Like I fell in love with fishing.
Right.
And I felt like it was okay to do things like
that
that.
was so funny.
I would have never.
She says, "I have
I don't see anything.
I said, "So do I."
I don't see anything in as far as behavior in FOD and personality that's manly. Nothing. And I'm thinking if you identify as a man,
that doesn't matter.
well, I'm
That
thinking if you
doesn't
identify as a man, you would probably enjoy.
That doesn't matter to me, even if they didn't.
Not for everybody.
If they said to me, I identify as male, and that's how I want to be referred to, but don't pretend you were born a male and then confuse us all and then come on alive and be a female.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's like, okay.
Or neglect the question when somebody asks.
Let me try and explain it like this. If I
Or say
identify,
that you're trans bashing.
if I identified as a rock star, I'd at least want to learn how to play a guitar. Does that make any sense? I would try to be like that.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing, Brian, is that you're talking about gender roles, and gender roles are very different from gender expression and gender identity, because there's not one way to be a man or a woman. And I understand what you're saying, but you would have to, by saying that, you would have to assume that everybody who feels transgendered wants to be hyper masculine or hyper feminine, and that's just it's not as easy as that.
Because you have straight males that don't mean to be, but are kind of effeminate. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they said to me, they came to me one-on-one, came up on my panel and said, "Listen, this is who I am. I don't care if she has a female voice or he have I don't care about that. This is how I want to be referred to from now on. I'm a male. I consider myself a male. I don't care what they sound like. Okay, do you understand? I don't care if a female, I said, Rosie has always come across to me as a female because it's Rosie girl. Okay, I've never referred to her as anything but a female.
Right.
I don't know what third gender is. I really seriously, I don't know, but they've come, across to me as a female. FOD's never done that. If they came up
Right.
here and said, I'm very insulted when you call me her or she, I would prefer it if you would call me the gender that I identify as is male, and I would
Yeah.
prefer it if you call me that. And then that would be it. From now on, he would be he to me. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I need,
That would be setting a boundary, but because they're not
care what they sound like.
well, some people need to tell FOD, like, because she calls a lot of people names, And when she says, well, you're an idiot. Well, I don't identify as an idiot, and I appreciate it if you wouldn't say that to me.
Well, I don't identify as a racist supporter.
I don't identify as a racist.
Supporter.
Yeah.
We can pull that shit.
I don't identify as a trans basher.
Yeah. So why are they allowed to label
donkey, so I don't identify as a donkey, so please don't call me that. That should be the end of it. She should never say that to anyone else again, ever. If we have to live by that rule. I'm not.
And they are good at making videos. Why not make a video and educate us?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I would respect.
I think we're applying. I think we're applying logic to someone who isn't using logic. They're using troll logic, and troll logic is as long as I can get your goad and be the topic of conversation, I'm doing my job. I honestly believe that, and I didn't think that until yesterday. Mm-hmm. But now I just think they are trolling and going to say the most offensive thing to get the most attention.
Well, I honestly had a problem with them since January, because not January. Well, when Brian first started coming on my panel, because they started calling me, making videos calling me a racist supporter and this and that, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't consider myself that. Now the whole thing is the gender and the trans. It's just something.
She wants to continue to call me a racist, and I've told her I'm not. So she is identifying for me what she thinks that I am. And I've told her I don't identify as a racist. I don't live my life that way. I'm not into that. And actually, I'm against all that. And I've proven that in my review. So, but she wants to continue to call me a racist. So I think that she is identifying me properly, improperly, and that's wrong. So for me to call her she when she identifies as a man, is that same kind of wrong to her? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I understand.
You and me have a different opinion about that, Brian. If she comes to me and says I identify as a man, I don't want to be referred to as a woman.
But
I will refer to them as a man. But I will also say, do not refer to me as a racist supporter or a
trans basher.
Trans basher or anything else that I am not, donkey or whatever. And we'll have the mutual respect. We don't have to agree with each other. It doesn't, that's not the point. The point is I will refer to you the way you want to. You refer to me the way I want you to refer to me as a person. That's it. That's all.
It's like, does she identify as a gay male because she keeps talking about her husband? And that's confusing to us.
It is. That is confusing.
I thought, this is what I think, honestly. Actually, I'm not going to do that because I'll be accused of speculating her gender. But it's possible that maybe their partner might be trans or something like that.
We don't know.
Anything's possible. Yeah. We don't know. But anyway, I'm going to hop off a panel. Carla, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, anytime.
And Brian, it was really nice.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, Sean. It's very informative, and I appreciate you for doing that because it makes it easier for us to understand.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
My pleasure. I'll see you guys in the chat.
Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
So that's cool when you can have a conversation like that with someone that may be different or have different views and learn something from it.
Yeah. And I'm not saying I hate FOD. I don't. I just don't understand them. I really don't. Do I like what they've done? no, and I can be honest about that. I don't like what they did to you. I don't like what they've done to other people. I don't like what they did to me. They made all kinds of videos about me. They're the ones that started the whole Chucky thing, you know?
Well, I kind of think the video thing is harmless. It's annoying, but it's
Oh
harmless.
yeah, it is annoying, but I never went after them for that. I never went after them for that. I never went after them, you know, bashing them for their gender. I just never understood it. And that's to this day. They won't come up on my panel. They won't talk to me, and that's fine. That's them. All they do is come up on their 150 troll accounts and try to start trouble. Whenever trouble, they feel like they can start a little bit of trouble, they come in here and they start trouble. So,
well, she's got all those troll accounts. So, I mean, it
she admits to it. I mean,
wonder if there's a multiple personality disorder there, and if you have a multiple personality disorder, I mean, if you're not sure what it is you identify as, you know, like one day you're this troll account and that troll account, they're all kind of different. They all, you know, if you're not sure what you are, how can you tell?
Hey, Ellen, welcome to the Coffee Coalition. Thank you for joining.
I drink a lot of coffee in the mornings now. I didn't used to do that.
I'm sorry, but I do hate her and proud to say it.
Well,
hate is such a strong word for me. And sweet crazy. That's you. I hate some of the things that she's done. Yeah, I do. But I don't hate. I can't hate people I don't know, and I really don't know her. Thank you so much for joining, Alan.
You got to remember.
But I know they dislike me, and they've disliked me from the beginning. So they disliked me because I had Brian on my panel. They disliked, hi, LaDonna.
Yeah, hate's not a good thing to have. I don't hate FOD, but would I giggle if some bad shit happened? Probably, but I don't hate her.
No. And you refer.
I can't, but I get over it real quick.
I don't. I wish they would not be so confusing to this community, because I think they're doing a real big disservice to the transgender community, like people like Shauna, like Rosie, like Nicole, like Mallory Williams, like Missy Jen. They are doing such a disservice to them.
Yeah, Shauna looks like a woman to me. She's kind of cute.
They did a disservice to me as being a racist supporter. No, never. Not in a million years. Not even a little bit. I am not a racist supporter. Would I support Brian if he was up here calling people the N-word? Hell no. Or the R-word? Hell no.
You mean the R-word? I slip up and use that every now and then, but ever since Wendy did that.
A lot of people do, but I think, Brian, it's how we were raised in that generation.
Yeah.
My brothers used to call me that. Oh, being such a R-word,
But when Wendy and Diane did that live, and they had the people come up and the reasons not to use that word, I'm more aware of it now, and I catch myself.
I am too, and I have slipped and used it once in a while. You're such a, and I really make a point, and because the way we were raised, it was not like derogatory towards actual people that had that affliction. It was maybe like saying, oh, you dumbass, to me. Like when I was and if someone calls me a dumbass now, it's just funny.
That was back when
the R word, it's very offensive to some people, and I am very well aware of that.
And see, that was a really powerful live that they did when they did that. And that was back when YouTube was about, 85% useful. Mm-hmm. And where you could enjoy it and learn something from it. And it's just not like that anymore. It's not that way. A few channels.
It isn't. It's gotten so hateful and awful, and things that are going on now are just like bad.
That's why the good move.
And I'm trying to steer clear of that. I don't want to have the hatefulness on my panel. I don't want to be screaming and yelling on my panel. Brian, my channel has been steered in a different direction. I want people to come in here and have fun and be able to laugh and carry on. I'm not addressing, you know, even if it's geared towards me or directed towards me, I'm not even going to address it. And I've told my moderators that if someone comes in here and said, you've been doxxed so and so, just ignore it.
Yeah.
Ask them, give them a warning. Say, don't mention it again.
You need to find a way to have your ghosts come up on panel. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
We got to figure out a way to make that happen.
Well, now I got all my crystals, my healing crystals, and my things. I've got them all over my house. So
is it slowed down a little bit?
Well, I still hear the footsteps, but I don't know. I'll have to give it a couple of days and see. I just got my crystals and I put them all over my house. So
I remember when I was young and we went to see that movie, The Exorcist. When I was young, I was a young kid.
God, you remember that?
And I freaked out so bad over that. I should have never went to see that movie because
I remember they were telling people that had bad hearts not to go to that movie.
Because I would not. I did not like to sleep in a bed for the longest when I was a kid. I'd sleep on the floor next to it. Because of the scene where the bed was jumping up and down, I could not.
Someone asked about you yesterday. Where's Brian been? And I said, I believe he's been working lately. So what's been going on with you, Brian?
I'm working from 4:30.
I must read your comment. Hang on.
Working from 4:30 in the morning to 1.
Call it as I see it.
And then I go back to work from 3:30 to 12.
That's why I feel like FOD is not a transgender person. She can't educate because she doesn't know. That's what Call It As I See It says. She feels like she or he, I'm not sure if Call It As I See It is a female or she, female or male. That's why I feel like FOD is not a transgender person. She can't educate because she doesn't know. Is that the comment you wanted me to read? Or are they just trying I think what Call It As I See It is saying is they just came into this community for attention.
Well, doesn't trans mean
That's
that you're making
possible.
Doesn't trans mean that you're making some kind of transformation?
Transition.
Transition.
I think there's different ones. There's transgender, there's transvestite, there's transsexual, and there's the third gender, which I am not 100% sure of what that is. But as far as I guess Rosie is that, and I've always considered Rosie a female because she's never presented herself as anything but a female. Yeah. So I'm not confused with her.
Yeah.
Her voice is low. Her voice is low. She talks low, but she doesn't present herself as a male.
No. And
why would I consider her as anything else?
It's like when I'm moving around on YouTube and I think to myself, well, I want to see what's going on in Rosie's channel, see what she's up to. It automatically comes up to my head what she's up to.
Right.
Because I see that as a female. Mm-hmm. That's the way she acts. That's the way she looks. I mean, of course, you can tell there was a transmission.
Brian, here's the thing. Rosie doesn't always look super female.
No.
Neither do I. I wear baggy clothes sometimes. I work on things that sometimes, like when I'm doing something, when I'm cleaning or whatever, I'm wearing baggy clothes and I don't always look like super feminine. So, there's that.
Yeah, that's okay. And Rosie's okay with that too.
But
like Shauna looks like a female to me.
Well, yeah, she does to me too. I was like floored when they said the special guest was Shauna. I'm like, that's not our Shauna. Yeah. Because I didn't believe that she was, because I've always considered her to be female. Her name is the same name as my daughter. So
it's not really that, someone's gender is really not that important to me when we on equal.
It's their actions. Come on. They've done some messed up stuff. And that's
don't use that. Don't use that. You can't say, well, you're picking on me because I'm transgender. No, I'm picking on you because you're a bitch. It has nothing to do with your gender.
Oh, it's the same as if someone's black and they're an idiot or they're, an asshole. And you're saying, You're saying, well, you're just being an asshole. And they turn around and say back to you, you're just picking on me because I'm black. No, I'm picking on you because you're an idiot. You know what I mean? Not because you're black, not because you're white, not because you're Chinese, not because you're Hispanic. I'm picking on you. I'm not picking on you, but I'm calling you out because you're being an asshole to me. And that's like I tell people over and over and over and over again. If you're going to hate me for something I did to you, not for something that someone's told you to do. Like here's an example. Breaking the silence, and I did not see eye to eye. She came up on my panel. We made amends. We agreed to keep each other, and I know I'm bringing her up right now as an example. She came up on my panel. We made up. We agreed to disagree on certain things and move on. And that's the way that people do. Now, are there some people that I can't do that with? There are certain people that I can't do that with, and that's going to stay that way. And Brian knows who those people are, and that's going to stay that way. Am I going to bring them up every other day? No. I'm not even going to mention them. But with her, she gave me the respect of coming up on my panel and talking to me in a respectful manner, and I respected that, and I respect her, and she's not blocked from my channel, and she can come in here anytime. But I will give her the respect of staying off her channel because there's certain people in her channel that don't like me. That's all.
She's not all bad breaking the silence.
No, she's not. And we had, I think I took things the wrong way that I shouldn't have taken, and that's fine. We talked it out, and that's the end of it. That we're not going to be scissoring in the near future. We're not going to be BFFs, but we can imagine we can go in the same chat, and I'm not going to go after her, and she's not going to go after me, and that's the way it should be.
Scissoring.
You can't have problems with people and move on from them. But there are going to be certain people that I just can't do that with. And that's just the way, it is. So
scissoring sounds so painful.
I know.
Why would anybody want to do that?
Scissoring. Yeah. And I didn't know what scissoring was. I thought it was
leave a mark.
I thought it was spooning.
Yeah, I can't find.
That's not scissoring. Scissoring is not spooning.
I can't find.
Oh my God, I didn't know what scissoring.
I can't find Shauna's channel. I was looking at it. There's Molly Go Ugly.
Shauna, don't look Shauna the donkey up. Just look Shauna.
Well,
if you go in like a past in a comment in a comment section, you can go straight to their channel.
That's why I went. I went to
my expression.
I'm at the comment section.
Oh, Molly, I want you. I'm gonna hit you up in Messenger because I want to find out how to do a completely private StreamYards or a completely private YouTube. What do you call it? Completely private YouTube, members only chat. But I don't know how to do that yet. I think someone told me that you know how to do it, so maybe you can teach me.
I'll find it. There it is.
Did you find her channel?
It's
not under the donkey. I would
rescue.
take that donkey out of there because I don't like that. I don't like her considering herself that. Like people don't like me considering myself sucky.
Samara's such a good mod.
We had so much fun though the other day, Brian. We were live for 8 freaking hours.
I know. I came in
8 hours.
I came in for break. And I popped in and you guys are on. Then at lunch and you guys are on. And then I think after work you guys were still on.
8 hours we were on. We had so much fun. I never laughed so hard in all my life.
That's
Molly
good.
was so funny. She was so funny. And we just had a blast. So it was fun. But I just came on here to go on for a few minutes. And here I am almost 2 hours later.
Well, you already know. As soon as somebody says, I'm not going to be on here long, it's at least.
I know.
At least
Donkey is awesome. Who's
Chunky.
chunky?
She said chunky.
It should say
Put
chunky.
him in there.
Chunky. I don't mind being called chunky because I got a little chunky since I've been on this freaking
Oh, you're little.
COVID. Oh, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. It's been a little bit.
Molly is thick. I don't like. You can't use the word chunky on a female. They don't like that. Thick is good.
No, chunky isn't bad. I wouldn't be like being called a fat slob. That would offend me.
I get called a fat slob all the time when I get on the scale, and I'm like, where do they see this?
Bailey says, "Oh my God, LaDonna, I heard some other people talk about Whataburger, which is only Texas, right? It looks and sounds real good."
Whataburger. We got them up here.
I got found in our store the plant-based burgers. I don't know if you know what those are. They got the consistency of a hamburger, Brian, but they're all plant-based.
Yeah, there's lots of them out there like that.
Oh my God, they're so good.
I wish the Boca
so
burger.
good.
Do you ever see the Boca burgers?
There's Boca. That's the brand. That was a Boca. I was trying to find the
got chicken.
Gardein ones, but I couldn't find them. They didn't have them in our store.
Boca's got a chicken one too, but they're a little bit salty. That's all.
Did they taste like chicken?
Yeah, it's just a little bit salty though. I
wanted to try the beef one, but what was I going to say? It went out of my head. Good God. Yeah, Samar is like, go vegan.
Samar's vegan.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's expensive. You know what?
Very expensive. It was $5 for it was maybe almost $7.
But when you
see just 2 burgers.
Oh yeah.
But it would be more expensive if you went to
it's expensive
burgers and
like going vegan.
Wahlburgers. Have you ever been to a Wahlburgers?
We don't have them up this way.
Wahlburgers, they make an impossible burger. Burger King does the impossible.
The Impossible Burger.
Burgers and the Impossible breakfast sandwiches that taste like sausage, but they're made with.
It's better, Carla, when you make those burgers yourself. If you have the patience, it takes a while to make black beans.
You have to have all the ingredients, right? Have you done them?
Yeah, I used to use when I would juice, and I would use the broccoli to juice with. I would use the pulp from that and black beans and make these burgers that were amazing.
Molly, do you like their onion rings? Their onion rings are the best. Wahlburgers onion rings. They're really skinny, and they're really, really, really good.
Do you have Five Guys burgers and fries?
Yep.
They're
good. I like their hot dogs. I like their hot dogs more than their burgers. I don't know why, but I love their hot dogs.
Well, Max and Irma's was a restaurant we had up here. Used to make this one called the Garbage Burger, and it had just about everything you could think of on avocados, eggs, bacon, just pico, all kinds of stuff on it. It's so good.
Well, I am a hot dog eater. I love hot dogs. But the ones, Five Guys, is it Five Guys? Yeah, and then they give you the French fries in a paper bag. They fill up the paper bag with French fries, and they're fresh cut French fries. They're really, 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 really good. Only rich people can afford to eat organic and vegan and very healthy.
Next time you go shopping and you get over in where the health food is and you see the field sausages, they're called field sausages. They look like hot dogs, but they're plant-based.
I know. I've never tasted them. Where do you get them?
Do you have Kroger's, right?
Yeah. No, we don't.
You don't have Kroger's? What do you got? Piggly Wiggly?
We don't have the Piggly Wiggly. We have Giant Eagle. We have Shop and Save. We have, yeah.
You got Aldi's?
We have Piggly Wiggly.
Well, it would be wherever you find the health foods.
Molly did an impression of Randy yesterday. It was hilarious. Molly, that was hilarious. She sang on my panel. She was on my panel for 8 freaking hours.
Oh
my God. Yeah, it was so funny.
I think Molly's crazy sometimes.
She was crazy. She said if we make it to 8 hours, she's going to chug this. I can't remember what she chugged. She drank pickle juice. She ate a pickle. She was eating goldfish. Oh my God.
She ate a goldfish.
No, not a real one. Those little goldfish you
I feel
give
like I
your
missed that.
kids. You don't eat onions. I thought, oh, that's right. She doesn't eat onions. The onion rings are awesome there. I don't care, Molly. You're miss Ginger Locks.
We need. Maybe she
Are
could.
you home? We all sent up prayers for you, sweetie. We all sent up prayers for you.
She doesn't like onions. She can't have onions. I wonder if she can make pepper rings like you do onion rings, and she can enjoy it that way. Green pepper rings.
Oh, I don't know anybody that doesn't enjoy onions. I love onions. I eat onions on almost everything.
Onions and garlic.
Your garlic? I love garlic. Garlic just is good.
Just eat it just like that.
If I eat garlic and my husband doesn't, he won't go near me. He goes, you stink. You smell like garlic.
It gives you bad breath and it makes you gassy, but it's good for
Oh,
your
you're still in the hospital, honey?
zucchini.
Aw,
Yeah.
Ginger Locks. I'm sorry.
She doesn't get a break.
Can you come up on panel or not? I guess she's in the hospital. She probably can't.
No,
Want to come up on panel?
She's lucky she's even getting service inside of one of those places.
She's gone live from the hospital before.
That's what I'm saying.
You want to come on panel and say hello to everybody?
Yeah, Molly, you haven't traveled
Being live threw me off. Yeah, I was Ginger Locks, and I just found out this, Ginger Locks, that if you're a mod and you have a members only chat, you can still come in and chat. But if you're not a mod and you come in, you can't chat.
Yeah, you still have to have your mods, so.
Oh, well, I'm not taking. I'm not.
No. It makes sense.
I have my wrenches. My wrenches are my wrenches.
What I'm saying is,
I'm just saying. I just found that out this morning because when Brian came in, I thought I did it wrong, and I'm like, "Why are you in here and being able to chat?" He goes, "Well, I'm a mod. Your mods can do it."
Yeah. You
Oh,
still have to have.
okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a good idea that they keep
know that.
that YouTube does that, so you don't have to change your mods for your members only chats.
Well, I don't have that many mods, so I don't want to, and I have a special mod chat, so.
Ginger Locks is asking you to drop that link.
Oh, can she? Oh, is she going to come up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
And
White Castle.
don't worry, I am not going on for 8 hours. There is no freaking way. Molly, after
Molly.
after my live that night, I went on. You did that giveaway. I made it. I don't even know if I made it to the end because she did a giveaway, and after that, I was in bed. I was waiting to see if my name would get drawn. My name didn't get drawn. I went to bed. I mean, I went to sleep. I literally slept till the next morning. Literally till the next morning.
Marissa, if you eat those White Castle burgers, they got onions in them. They chop it up and put it right in the meats.
I think they do with the plant-based burger too.
They do, yeah.
They're tasty. Yeah. They're very tasty. I will eat an onion ring if they pull the onion. So yes. Well, then it's not an onion ring, Molly. Good God.
Guys, she's missing out because those blooming onions you can get at those steak places are so good.
Oh my God, those give me gas. Like you would. They do. Seriously, you can't be around me. Hi, Ginger Locks. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, how are you doing, babe?
It sucks, man.
How long are they going to keep you?
They don't tell you that.
She don't never catch a break.
No.
She's in the hospital like 4 times in the last year, at least.
Exactly. At least.
Oh, okay, so I couldn't pronounce what you had, so I was trying to tell people to send up prayers for you because you had, and I couldn't pronounce it.
Gastroparesis.
Gastroparesis. Is that right?
That's one of them.
Gastroparesis.
What the hell is that? What is that?
Your food your food goes down so slowly to the point that it doesn't digest and you just wind up throwing it up.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You can't catch a break.
It is what it is. It's been like this for 12 years, so I'm kind of getting used to it, unfortunately.
Well,
I wanted to let her sleep this morning. I really didn't expect this to work, to be honest with you. I did the members only thing.
You confused me completely.
Does it say members only when you see it?
I didn't see that. No.
Oh, okay, because I wanted to do the members only one. And then Brian came in and he's not a member and he was typing in the chat and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't do it right. He goes, oh, no, you did it right. It says members only, but if you're a mod, you can still type in the chat. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. And like, yeah, I guess that's it. So I figured that one out. I don't know how to do the private ones.
Molly's awake awful early this morning.
She's awake early a lot of
She's an
mornings.
early bird.
So what are they going to do?
She doesn't go to bed late. Molly doesn't go to bed late.
Her hours are
Molly
weird.
doesn't sleep.
So what are they going to do with you, Ginger Locks?
Well, they came in here and I was supposed to get my infusion yesterday. I go and they're like, they could tell I was in pain. They're like, if it's some kind of infection, we can't do this, or we're going to make the infection work with this medication because it weakens your immune system. So they sent me home. They told me to call my primary. I called my primary. He's like, you have to go to the hospital. You have to go. I'm like, that's not what I wanted to hear. He's like, I know, but you got to go. So I always have issues with IVs. They normally have to get the ultrasound machine just to put the IV in. But it took 6 sticks before they actually got it in yesterday.
Damn.
Jesus.
It's just the way it is. I mean, my veins are awful.
Yeah, I had to have a doctor put mine in because I have messed up. I was going to say effed up. Like that. This is private. I have fucked up veins.
There you go. It's so fucked
There
up.
you go. I swore. Demonetize me. I don't care. But my veins are bad. And they tried, like nurses tried, then they got the head nurse to try, and then they got somebody down in the emergency room to try. I think it was 4 different people to try, and then finally they called the doctor and they said, you got to do it. And I think they had to do it in my, not your elbow, but the other side. What's that called? Your wrist, not your wrist.
Jesus.
Yeah, they finally had to put it in there. And oh my God.
Ginger Locks always stays in good moods, and she's always positive, and she doesn't. I'd be in a crappy mood if I had to deal with all this medical stuff.
Oh, it's not easy.
But you say
Not
that.
easy.
You say that. I would have probably felt the same way, but I'm living it. It's a little bit different. I've been pissed. Don't get me wrong. I still get pissed, but it doesn't do me any good. So I'm mad. What's going to make me happy?
So it's based on acceptance, right?
Yeah.
And she has us. She has us, so we make her happy.
Look at that big ass smile she got on her face in that, like she just won a check for $1 million.
What?
That big smile that you got on in your picture.
Really?
I know, is she cute? Look at her hair.
That's called cheesing. You are cheesing in that picture.
That was a 90s picture, just because of the hair.
There's nothing wrong with the hair either. That big old smile.
I was a sophomore.
That's why you were smiling.
Yeah, I was young, naive.
It's a baby.
Sophomore best year in high school.
I was young, dumb, and naive.
Oh, we all sent up prayers to you this morning. So
thank you. Thank you.
I don't know. I might have spilled the beans. Maybe I should have asked you first before I said it, but I felt so bad for you. I was like, please send up prayers for Ginger Locks.
I was talking with Atri about it yesterday. So.
Oh, okay.
Normally, a lot of times I don't like to tell people when I go in, because sometimes I do. But this was a weird one. This isn't my back. This was something, so they think it either has to do with my ovaries or my kidneys.
Is it the way the food you're eating, or it just doesn't matter? It's just the way you're wired.
Exactly.
I need to rewire you, girlfriend.
I'm too young for this crap. I am. I'm 45.
That's right.
I feel like I'm 69.
Poor thing.
And all she thought about yesterday was, she's like, she goes, I don't feel bad for myself. I feel bad for Ams.
Yeah.
Like that's what she thought about.
That's exactly right. I don't have it bad.
I don't know what to say to Ams.
And there isn't anything you can say. Just
just
support. Know you're there. Yeah. That's it.
We're all here for her. She knows that. We love her. If she needs anything. Yeah, me too.
No
We
one
just
should have to go through that.
and the
Nobody.
power of prayer is like pretty strong, and that we're all praying for her. I think about her often and a lot.
I don't know what I would do if it was, I don't know.
Exactly. It's just heartbreaking.
It is.
But she knows we love her, and we're all thinking about her, and we're all praying for her.
And
So
you know what? And a lot of people would just say that Ems wasn't strong. Ems wasn't. She cried. She was weak.
And
She
so
didn't.
what?
Ems is one of the strongest women I know. Especially talking to her after this, she's one of the strongest women I know. I don't know how she's doing it.
yeah, and she is. She's kind of kept it together way more than I
I said to her,
would
I'm like,
be a
my
mess.
God, you sound like. She's like, once you have the one diagnosis, the second one isn't that hard. And I'm just like,
I don't
well,
know.
I think I would be in pieces. And I'm sure she will be. I'm sure she's in
Donna says
shock.
she's praying for you too, Ginger Locks.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see the chat or not.
I wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm looking now. Thank you.
I'm just
Thank you all. It's just abdominal pain, and we just can't figure out where it's coming from. They're giving me morphine, and unfortunately, the pain is breaking through the morphine.
wow.
Yeah.
Sucks. There's Ams. Ams, you want to come up?
Hi, Ems.
I'm just getting back in here. Y'all are gonna make me cry.
We're not gonna. We're
It's
not gonna let
hard.
you cry. We'll
We
make you
love
laugh.
you. If she needs anything, she knows I'm here for her.
And she knows that too.
Anything. I'm not that far from her, you know.
I even said if you need me to hop in the car. Well, right now I can't,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
you can pick me up on the way. We'll both help her out.
Well, you're way too far out of the way. Well, you can come meet me, and then we'll take it from there.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll come. And
Yeah.
I'll pick you up and we'll go.
Because
That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm in the opposite direction. I'm towards West Virginia.
hey, Samara, how are you? Hey, LaDonna.
Hey, Badger.
Sweet crazy. I was gonna say hi. I didn't even look.
Sorry. Sorry, Badger. I tested it. I wanted to see if it would work. Guess you can still.
Exactly, Badger. What the fuck?
Well, I was just testing it. I was only going to be on for like 15 minutes, and
Were you going to be?
2 hours later.
Were you going to be on 15 minutes yesterday?
Yeah, and it was 3 hours. My God.
I bet. All right, I bet 2 days ago.
2 days ago, I was only going to be on for 2 hours, and we stayed on for 8 hours.
Yes.
And Jesus. Yeah, but you got to remember who was up on my panel. Marissa was on my panel.
I know.
Marissa's on your panel. You can get off. If I tried to end it like a couple times, and Marissa would do something funny. She'd drink pickle juice or eat a pickle or something, and but it was so much fun. We laughed so hard, it was hilarious. I wish I could come up, but my in-laws. Oh, that's right, your in-laws are.
That's right, Ems.
Less than an hour, so I'm hustling to finish everything. Well, Ems, know that we all love you and we're all praying for you. You know how I feel
thinking of you a lot, all the time.
And it was so heartwarming to me. And I was talking to Ginger Lock's mom last night, and all she could say is, "I'm not even worried about myself. I'm worried more about Ems." I'm like, that's the kind of person. That's the kind of people I surround myself with. Like, they worry more about other people than
I always have.
And that's the kind of people I want around me.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say to her.
Well, there's nothing we can say. We can't make it better for her.
Make it better, but we can be here for support.
Yeah, we can just support her and say our prayers. And if you don't believe in prayers and God, then just send out good vibrations or thoughts and whatever.
Anything that puts you in your happy place.
Yeah.
Try to push that onto Ems.
Yeah. Because we love you, Ems.
She needs to find just a little bit of happiness in 2020.
Bailey says, thanks, Shauna. I wasn't sure if you have, because blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm missing some of your Bailey. Badger's mad at me because this is members only. What the fuck?
Oh, Carla, when we get off of here,
do
me a favor. I need you to send me a picture of yourself.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me go through my thousands of pictures.
I
take
I
pictures
know
of
what you
myself.
mean. I know what you mean, Amanda. I know. I've been,
What kind of picture? Like a front-facing picture,
yeah, like
or
a picture, a beautiful picture of yourself,
okay?
which is everyone you own. So
Oh yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to do more emojis, and I'm not really good at compressing pictures to the size of an emoji. So I asked Amanda Lynn to help me. I asked Jenna Moon to help me because I don't know. I tried compressing them to that size because I can put more emojis up, but I'm not good at compressing pictures.
I'm not even monetized.
You have to do it, huh?
I'm not even monetized. I just
I
never
know.
did
And I
it.
wasn't going to be monetized. I always said, no, I'm never going to monetize. And then I did
Why not?
because I'm an e-bag. I'm an
You are
e-bagger.
not an e-beggar. This is why people come on YouTube. And if people don't sit here and tell you, hoping, they would have fun and make a little extra cash on the side, they're lying. Show me, and there's some people who just throw out videos and don't expect anything, and enjoy it for that. But I think everybody looks to make a little extra income by doing extra work and showing it to
Oh, if
people.
I had to live off the income I make off YouTube, I'd be starving to death. But I just got a payment. I got an email I got an email yesterday saying check your bank account because we just put something on the 21st. I think Brian told me they pay you on the 21st.
Yeah.
Believe me, trust me.
I did read that, but I will read it out loud for you, Amanda. Amanda said there is literally an encyclopedia of different pain meds. I'm aware of that. If it's not working, ask for and be persistent. Here's the problem with that. I've had chronic pain, and once they think that like you're asking for pain medication like awkwardly or not right, they will think that that's the only reason why I'm here, regardless that we all know it's not. People will start treating you a different way. People will start treating you like you're not sick, you're a druggie, you're wasting a bed. It's happened to me before. But I just try to find something that will take the edge off. It's not going to
Do you
make
know
the pain.
my daughter got prescribed after her car accident?
What's that?
Marijuana for pain.
Well,
Marijuana.
well, they don't give that to you in the hospital.
Not in the hospital, but
No.
I mean, when she came home, she got prescribed that for pain. She did.
Well,
And I tried some.
it was funny because I was saying to my husband yesterday, I'm like, I probably can take better care of myself at home, and he said,
Right.
you probably can, but you don't know what's going on, and this isn't just your back. This is something else. You got to go.
Right.
And here I am. Well, thankfully, I have my own room.
Is Monkey in here? Monkey Mark? I don't see her. Why don't I see her? I'm missing people.
I don't see Monkey
If
Mark.
I missed you, if I missed saying hello to you, I apologize. Like when I'm talking to Brian's picture. Brian.
Oh, Brian, I need you to send me a picture too.
Of what?
Just send it like through Messenger. Just a picture of yourself.
Remind me.
I will.
You have to hit me on
Brian
Messenger.
had to send me like about 16 different pictures for me to get that nun picture up.
I don't use Facebook that much, but if you
I wanted Ems to send me a picture too. If she can send you a picture and you can give it to me, I wanted to make her into a nun.
That's my screensaver too right now. That nun picture.
Is it the nun picture? Did you show Nicole?
What the hell?
Did you show Nicole that picture? That's
yeah,
so hilarious.
funny. The look on my face.
Can you do it to me?
Yeah, I need a picture, a front facing picture. Like, yeah, a front facing picture, and I can do it. So I'll send you a picture of me, and
I saw you guys in your habits.
Yeah, we do that. I was Sister Carla Mary Francis, I think, on my thing, but I got rid of it for some reason.
Sister Carla Mary, what the fuck? What?
Sister Carla Mary Francis. Carla Mary Francis. I did that. I called myself that. This is my favorite one that Misdemeanor hates. My evil one. I'm the evil witch.
You're the evil witch?
Yeah, I should do that. Side by side, the evil witch and then a nun.
Well, I was going to really, really make a bad joke, but I'm not going to.
Oh, go ahead.
Well,
Come
no,
on. We want to be
well,
entertained.
aren't they one and the same?
I don't know.
I went to
What is that?
Catholic school. I had nuns beat me with yardsticks,
Oh,
whips for stupid stuff. Yes, I'm not fond of nuns.
Nuns are bad. They're bad. They're
And
mean.
not bad meaning good. Bad as in like
No, bad is
awful.
been very mean.
They
But
were
look at Brian. Brian's a holy roller. He's also got one of him being the Pope. Some people get offended by that, especially Catholic people that are really religious.
not as much they used
I
to.
think it's like funny. I just think it's just funny.
Look, if you
Like
can't
I got a
laugh
Cindy
at,
Lou Who. I got a Cindy Lou Who. I put my face on Cindy Lou Who. I put my face on
I saw that.
I put my face on Chucky, but nobody will let me. No, misdemeanor will not allow me to use that. She
I
said,
don't want
no,
you to do it
I
either.
don't want you to use that because that's degrading yourself.
I mean,
But it looks funny. It's just my face on.
But as
his,
a joke, and you don't care, and if you don't care,
but she goes, then people will run with it, and then they'll say, you know, well, whatever.
But if you
if
did it,
she doesn't mind.
If you did it, let them run with it.
That's true.
What else more?
It really
can they call you
doesn't,
about
like
Chucky?
at this point. I mean, what bothers me more is when people say, "Oh, she's so elderly." You know, she's an elderly woman.
You are not elderly.
Fucking Jesus, I'm not in a walker ready for a damn, you know, nursing home. That bothers me more. Em said that shouldn't bother you. That should make you like, you know, that's like, you know, that's a compliment, but it just makes me feel old. You know, and I don't feel old. You know, when you're not smoking and you're not, you know, you're taking care of yourself,
Until
you're eating right.
says something, you go, man, I'm old.
Yeah. Oh no, if I say if I'm washing my kitchen floor when I try to get back up, my knees, yeah, then I feel old. Then I feel elderly.
Well, I can't get on my knees because of my back, so that would never happen. But
Ems is a baby. She's like not even 40.
Yeah,
she's my baby. Like, yeah, I feel protective of Ems. I don't know why, but I just feel protective of her.
Carla,
she's good at handling herself, isn't she?
Carla, you're not alone in that. I used to feel.
I know, but I just feel
that
like
way. I don't
you know, and I know.
Anymore.
And I know she doesn't, and I don't go in chats where, you know, they bash her or say unkind things about her, but I feel a certain way when I hear anybody say anything unkind about her because I know her to be different, you know, like to be like what you know, how we know her. I know she's not that person that people say that she is.
Right.
And that's why I feel like a certain way when I see, and it's not even hearing it, it's seeing people say like unkind things about her. It's just,
especially that's why if I go into a chat and they're talking about someone who I like and I don't like what's being said, you can sit there and throw something in the chat not to say anything, but number one, you're going to become a target. Number two, it's going to make them want to talk about the person.
And I
even
don't
more.
want anybody to say anything in defense of me because that's the thing. That's what happens.
But that's what makes them want to talk more about it. Someone came at the chat, someone brings it up or something like that.
That's why I don't go in those chats.
Exactly.
I don't go in those chats because I don't want people thinking, oh, well, I have to defend. No, you don't.
And the people,
because the thing is, I'm not seeing it, and don't send me screenshots of it either because I don't want to see it.
Hold on one second. I'm getting a wave of this stuff.
Uh-oh.
Hold on one second.
Because what you don't know won't hurt you. That's the same with people that don't like my chat. It's like, don't come in here. You know, don't watch me. I think I've steered this in it. Carla, it doesn't bother me half the time. I'm confident in who I am. I've only had the words of a couple people bother me, and it's only because I cared for them. Exactly. And I said that before. I said things that people that you don't, that you know dislike you say something about you, it doesn't bother you. But if someone that you really care about and you're friends with say something nasty about you, then it would hurt. It would really
Oh,
hurt.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the picture now. Dear God, Brian, don't make me laugh
That's what
because it
I did
hurts.
for. That's what I put his face on a nun's habit.
That makes me want to laugh.
I'm
Oh,
I
sorry.
know he's hilarious.
Can't laugh. That hurts.
it does hurt.
He looks like he's going. He looks like he's in pain. Like in that picture, it's like,
But don't
oh God, this is
believe it or
painful
not,
to pray. I'm not this person. I'm not
Brian,
this person.
you don't look much different than Sister Regina Madeline from 3rd grade.
Carla's got her hippie glasses on, like
I know. I'm cool beans sometimes.
she got her love child thing on.
Oh, hi.
I didn't mean to hit that.
We see you. Hey, everybody. Ginger Lock's mom from her hospital bed.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Poor thing.
you were on mute. Hey, babe. You were on mute.
There.
Okay, now.
Poor thing.
I'm like
See,
sitting here
I
like,
don't-
oh, hi, with my ugly face laying in bed. Hi.
You never look ugly. Get out of here.
Oh my God, I have no color in my face. at
You
the
look
moment.
irritated. You don't look ugly.
You never look ugly. Get out of here. You want to see ugly? I don't want to do this, but
That's not ugly. Carla.
there you go.
You can't see you though. It's too
You-
dark, Carla.
I know.
That's why.
And you can see the blotches on my face.
Well, yeah. No.
You still got that big old smile though. Look, there you go.
There you go.
Poor
I
thing.
feel
You
like
look
crap.
irritated. Is what you look.
Thank you. Sorry. No, I'm not
Yeah,
irritated.
M says, Carla, it doesn't bother me half the time. I'm confident in who I am. I've only had the words of a couple people bother me, and it's only because I cared for them. Yeah, I understand that.
Same
Yeah,
as.
me too. I mean, I know how it feels when someone that you considered a friend, goes after you and you just lose all that trust. The thing is, when you lose that trust, it's hurtful.
Hey, Carla,
Yeah.
thank you for inviting me up because
Oh, you're welcome.
I've been stuck in this hospital yesterday since 3 o'clock by myself. So
I
thank you.
know. That's why I figured you might want to come up. I didn't know if you were like you could or you couldn't because I know you're in the hospital. But yeah,
As I said to people, like if people are sick in the hospital, it's going to give them all the more reason to be on their phone. Now, if I couldn't talk, that would be one thing. But I have pain,
right.
and it comes and goes, and I'm on meds for it right now. But this is all I got. I don't want to put on the. I don't don't want to turn on the TV.
He's still cute as a button, though.
LaDonna said, I'm going to stop going to my nightly live streams. I'm going to throw tomatoes at Remy instead. Just kidding. LaDonna.
Remy likes
So
tomatoes.
funny. You're funny, girl. You're funny.
No, and I know she hates to say it, but I'm going to say it. She is a very pretty woman.
Who, Remy?
Mm-hmm.
She's gorgeous.
Sorry, Remy. I
Yeah,
know you
she
hate
is
when I say
pretty.
that.
She is so cute.
And not only that,
I like her
really,
accent.
It's
I
New
want to
York.
talk. I want to talk. I don't know how she says it, but she's got that
Talk.
that Brooklyn accent.
Talk.
I want to talk. I want to talk to you.
Talk.
I'm going to have my coffee.
Remy's just
I'm
adorable.
getting my coffee.
It's easy to make her
I
blush,
talk to
too.
you.
I've never seen her blush though.
Hi, Alan.
She's all right, though. I would never disrespect her, but she's always been a cutie pie.
Where's our buddy Jason Luff this morning?
Jason's not a member.
Oh.
Jason, if you're watching, neener. I'm sorry. I did not even know I did it right. Well, now I know how to do a stream.
And I'm not a member, but I have a wrench, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah, she's got a wrench. So
I had to really like unsubscribe. I have like 3
Well,
going right now.
I was only going to go on for 10 or 15 minutes just to see if it worked. And then Brian came up and then Shauna came up. And
Yeah,
then
I don't get the
Remy
chance to
came
hang out
up,
with you.
and now you're up. So, you know,
Hey,
it happens.
Hey, Brian, how's the new place?
We are getting it. It's better and better. I'm getting this thing worked on. I'm doing the best I can with it. I
Awesome.
like it.
Do you
How's what?
like it?
What is?
Do you like it?
Yes.
That's all that matters.
I
What
got
is-
a hell of
Wait, I missed it. What is it?
She's asking about the new place. I got a hell of a deal on this, and I'm putting money in it, and it's very comfortable. It's really comfortable. We like it better than we did before. I keep adding to it and doing stuff to it, so that's what you have to do to fix her up.
So,
Is
yeah,
it
and I
a
asked you-
1-story, 2-story? I'm sorry, Carla.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Is it a 1-story, 2-story?
No, it's a mobile home.
Oh, it's a mobile home.
Yeah, and
Nice though.
Oh, cool.
I got it relatively cheap, but it's worth more than what it was. I knew I was going to have to put a little money into it, but what I'm putting into it is increasing the value and making it more comfortable. It gets better and better and better. We like it. The kids like it.
As long as your kids like it.
Yeah, and
in true crime, in the true crime community, there's a guy who's reported. His name is Paul, reporting live from my sofa. Remember him?
Yep.
He lives in a trailer, and it's so nice the way he has it done.
Well, you know, I'm a fan of tiny homes. I know yours isn't a tiny home, but I'm a big fan of tiny homes.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that people do in like a space of, and I know yours is a lot bigger than this, but in a space of 350 feet,
mm-hmm.
Hey, Top Cop.
what they can do in those tiny homes is amazing.
It's nice to be able to put it the way I want it.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't need a roof, but I'm putting one on it anyway, just to keep it secure for more years than what it is. We're gonna put an extension on this thing.
Hi, Top Cop. Yeah.
You can put another living room into it really easily.
Right. How many bedrooms is it? Is it 3?
It's got 3, but I want to put this bigger. I want to put this extension. I want to take that back door out and cut into the wall and build an extension to it and put maybe another bedroom and a bathroom in there.
You know what? Another thing is really cool. I watched it yesterday. Is those what do you call them? They're what goes on the trains? What do you call them? Those what do you call them?
You're talking about the caboose, the end car where
the car, what they transport things in. On the trains they put these big things. They're big metal
cars.
Yeah, they make homes out of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So freaking cool.
Especially
and
if
they
you
can put them on top of each other.
There's a guy that's got a bus. There's a guy that's got a bus, and he got
container. They call them container homes.
This guy's got an old Greyhound bus that he's made out of wood.
Yeah, and they're
nice. I mean,
nice. They're nice. So people I lived years ago. My first husband, we lived in a mobile home, and we loved it.
Yeah, people down the road.
Beautiful. The kitchen was beautiful. The living room was beautiful.
I think
we weren't trailer trash.
I think if we were to get a lot of our junk gone, and when the kids move out, and we do something because our goal is to move south where it's a warmer climate. For me, it'll just make better sense for my back. And he won't live in a tiny home, but I'm telling you, I'm fascinated with those tiny homes. Yeah. I'm so fascinated. If I could make one with one of those canisters and make a real large rancher, that's what I would want.
My husband doesn't want to live in a tiny home either, but I want him to build, if we get an 8, because he wants when we retire, he wants to buy a big house on a big, on a couple acres. I said, well, then I want a tiny home, or what they used to call them, mother-in-law homes,
Bungalows.
Yeah, mother-in-law homes. They're just tiny homes.
If we ever heard it called that.
If we ever have a fight, I'll say, I'm going home to mother. He'll be in my backyard. Yeah. No, I love them. I have a passion. I am passionate about these things. I want to live in a tiny home, but he doesn't want to.
Me too. I fall down that rabbit hole Carla, all the time.
I
Like,
don't
have to tell
know.
you.
I'm watching. Have you ever watched the schoolies? They convert these school buses into homes, and they're awesome. I watch them for hours at night,
I'm
like
gonna have to
every night.
watch that.
They call them schoolies, SKOOLIES.
All right.
Some of them aren't so great, but some of them are really awesome. And these people literally got these school buses and they travel around the country, and
You'd be
some of
surprised at some of the people that invest in the mobile homes. There's a cop next door. There's lawyers that live down here. We got a doctor that lives over here. It's just because it's comfortable and it's economical.
yeah, well, and they're making them really nice. I don't know what year yours is, Brian, but I mean, they're making them just like houses. Like
It's
They
are
are.
older one, but I got a good deal on it.
Yeah.
It's older, but by the time I get done with it, it's not gonna. It's the ins. I got to do the inside
Is
first.
yours a double wide or a single wide?
It's a single wide, but once I get the inside of it done the way I want, then I'm just gonna. They can be painted really easily.
Ours was 14 by 70, I think, when we lived in one.
So that was not bad. That's
All
pretty
right, now Brian, here's my question for you. All right, it's 7 o'clock at night. The family decides to sit down. Just had dinner. You're gonna watch TV. How does that work?
Well, I mean, we have a separate dining room and living room.
So you have a separate
It's like
dining room.
the
Yep.
living rooms are just as big. Like our living room was
We got
14 by
the kitchen.
whatever.
The kitchen is bigger than where we were at before. It has a bar set up
Wow.
in the middle. Then we have a big ass living room.
You should do a tour of your.
I was gonna say, Brian,
I'm going to once I get it done.
I was
First,
gonna say, you better be
because I took
showing
pictures
us.
of it when I got it. And then,
Winky, welcome to the Coffee Coalition. Thank you, honey.
Hey,
I
Winky
appreciate that.
Whispers.
I love Winky.
Winky Whispers is the kindest person
Oh
on
no,
YouTube.
is she not the sweetest? Or how are you doing, babe?
I've never seen her mad.
I
Have
don't
you-
think you can
I've
get Winky
never
mad.
seen her mad, ever, ever, ever. Thank you so much, Winky. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you so much, all of you that joined today. I appreciate it. I didn't do this private live stream for anybody to join. I honestly did it because I wanted to see if I could do it from StreamYards, and it works. Like it works. But yeah, no.
And if you go into your community and you click on somebody's picture, you can now go to their page. If you go into a live stream,
an old live stream,
you can click on somebody and you can go to their page.
Oh,
I think YouTube is starting to fix it.
Yes,
I hope they
but
fix where you can do it.
If you're in the live stream now, you
can't do it. But I think they're starting to fix it. They probably got a lot of complaints about people not being able to.
By the way, I wanted to share something with you all because this will probably all benefit everybody in the long run. So when I was here yesterday, of course, what did I have to get? Another COVID test.
All right.
I'm like, this is test number 4 for me. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
And then she came in, she's like, actually, the tests are a little bit different. I'm like, what? You're gouging my eyes out with a Q-tip.
Oh, God.
And she's like, all right. So she goes, and you can barely feel it now. It's so light. You can barely even feeling it going up your nose. It's nothing.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So
does it make you want to sneeze though?
Not at all. Nothing.
I haven't had that.
Oh, I know. I had that test for the flu with the Q-tip up the nose. That was like, I thought they were hitting my brain.
But
seriously, that was horrible.
For COVID, they even went for COVID. They even went up further and they stayed up there a little bit longer.
Oh, I know. It's horrible.
But now they use like this little teeny tiny strip. It's not even a stick anymore. It's like a strip, and at the end is like a swab. And when they put it up your nose, you can't even feel it because it's so little.
Awesome.
Has anybody heard from Jennifer Lynn?
I haven't heard from her.
I haven't heard from her. She had COVID though. I know she had the coronavirus.
I'll reach out to her. Yeah.
I think I saw her after that though.
I did.
I saw her after that.
She was trying to go back. She was trying to go back to work, She
Yeah,
got
she
in
was
a
on the mend.
negative and a negative, and then she got a positive, so she couldn't go back to work.
Oh,
Thank you, Winky. She says, Ginger, hoping you feel better soon, sweetie, God willing. She's sending you
Thanks,
prayers.
Winky. I would just really like to know why this happened. It's
like
just
you
this,
go through this every few months.
not this, not in my
No,
stomach,
no, her back,
I mean,
yes,
being in
but
the
not
hospital.
the
my
stomach.
back and stuff. Yeah, like I'll get dehydrated easily. A lot of things happen to me easily. I faint.
Jeez.
It just, I got to be careful. So
Yeah.
my husband's extremely overprotective to a point that he drives me crazy.
Good.
So yeah,
Good for him.
I'm very grateful to have him. He's my rock.
He'll kick somebody's ass about you.
Her husband is real handsome too. He's
I think
real
I've seen
good.
pictures before.
I saw a picture of him.
She doesn't put him up there that much.
No,
He doesn't do YouTube, but I am making a video.
oh,
That's
I
why
didn't see him on YouTube. I
I'm
saw him.
no, you never have. But I'm making a video, and he will be in the picture. You'll be in the next video.
I
Yeah.
think I seen him, the back of him on one when you guys went to the Jersey Shore. I think. Didn't you
Well,
do a video?
You're in my
And he
Facebook. There's plenty of pictures of him in my Facebook.
Well, I've seen the picture of him, but I mean before that, because I don't snoop in people's Facebook.
I really
But
don't.
yesterday, I wanted
don't
to see.
either.
I wanted to see your profile picture. I wanted to see your little girl because she's all dressed up and she's all pretty.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see that picture. And
It
she's
was her
so cute. She looks
birthday.
so much like she's like a mini you.
Exactly.
So damn
It was
cute.
her
I saw that
birthday.
the other day.
I woke
She looks
up.
like a little princess in that pink outfit. Oh my God.
I woke up and she had this. You know, she turned 10. She had a dress on that basically fit her when she was 7. I'm like, that doesn't fit you, sweetheart.
I actually
like-
thought because it was so small, I thought it was you. I'm like, oh my God, she's lost a lot of weight. She
Well,
looks
thank.
good. I'm not saying that to be rude. And then I clicked on it because I went to view profile and I saw it was your daughter, and I'm like, it looks like her in the picture. She looks exactly like you.
Exactly like
Oh my God, she's like a mini me.
So yeah, so she asked me the day, please can we go out and get something in bed? When she saw that outfit, that was it.
Oh,
She
so cute.
fell
It's
in love.
Cute. So cute.
That should fit her for a while. She loves it. So
Yeah, she's so cute in that picture. She looks so much like you. I couldn't get over it.
she looks like me, but she
Oh,
acts more like my husband.
like your husband.
Where my oldest daughter is more shaped like and looks like has more similarities to my husband's family, but her face looks like mine. But like her body shape is more like theirs. And she's so hyperactive. She's me. So I know how to handle her. But when it comes to my youngest, I'm like, Jay, this is on you. I don't know what to do at this moment because he was like her. So he knows how to handle it. So with Gracie, he doesn't know how to handle it. And I handle her when she's like going ADHD crazy.
My husband won't use Facebook and hates pictures on there. I bet I only have 5 pictures of him on there. I told him I had to upload at least a couple because people think I'm single. Because you're so darn cute. You're probably getting hit on all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we showed her. You got to look on her community page. She's got the naughtiest look on her face.
Oh, do people treat your Instagram like it's Tinder?
What?
I get
Like
that all the time. They think Instagram is Tinder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, these are they're older guys.
My
They're like, hey, what's up? I'm like,
my husband works with this woman, or with this guy on in his office. They're sales people, and so he works out of Florida. His woman's on Instagram. It's drills and thrills and drills, and she was on the news in Florida. She does home improvement stuff. And she's got 200,000 some odd followers. And now
wow.
Home Depot and Lowe's have like asked her to, like work with them.
Yep.
Like 200,000 drills and thrills. If you look that up on like Google it, there's a news story about her. She's gorgeous too. Like she's
Like a cool time girl.
dumb bitch. She's beautiful.
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah. No, she's got long dark hair. She's got like a little tiny figure. She's sickening. She's so pretty. But she does all this. She does all
LaDonna.
this. She shows you how to do all this home improvement stuff. Like she had to work, like she said her husband, like it was useless around the house, so she learned how to do all this stuff. And yeah, if you get a chance, like go to like Drills and Thrills. I think it's on Instagram. She's got over
Drills and
200,000
Thrills. I'm going to look it up.
Drills and Thrills, and she's got like 200,000 some odd followers. Or Google it. I'm sure he said Instagram. But she's really, really pretty, and she's got a lot of tips on how to do like home improvement stuff and how to do stuff in your house yourself, like for women.
That's right.
And it's a lot of women that you know, follow her because, you know,
You guys can do anything we can do.
yep, she teaches them how to do plumbing. She teaches them how to do everything. Like she made her own headboard. She did her own, like, just everything.
I
And
disagree with you on that, Brian, though.
Can't beat
My husband can kill a spider way better than I can.
yeah,
Way better.
I
my
don't
husband too. My husband is handy though. My husband is handy. Like he's good with cars. He's pretty handy around the house. But I mean, I'm going to start following her because I think that it's cool to learn how to do stuff like that. You know, home improvement. Did you find her?
Us guys, we think it's cool when women fix things.
Drills and Thrills. I don't know.
Well, I'm on my phone, so I can't do anything. Or
Oh, let me see if I can find it and post it in my chat. I don't know if I can. I don't think she's on YouTube. Might be though.
she might be on YouTube. Most likely, she may not have it, but somebody probably might have her information up.
Drills and Thrills. No, she's
Or-
not on. No, it's Instagram. It's definitely Instagram.
She might be on TikTok too.
I don't know if she's on.
TikTok or
I
what?
know it was on. I know for sure it was on. I'll post the news story because it's on. It's in the news. Drills and Thrills.
I'm going to try something. I want to see if I can take my headphones off and if you can still hear me. Hold on.
Okay.
Sure.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it echoing?
Sure can.
No echo.
Oh,
No echo.
Because I was going to have to
Hear
hang up
you
'cause I
just
gotta charge.
perfectly.
I don't have to worry about.
No, I like to learn how to do stuff.
There we go. Now I can charge it at the same time.
Now that'll be my new passion. I'll be forgetting crocheting. I'll be making stuff around my house.
Did you see what my new thing is now?
What?
Covering Big Brother.
Covering,
Oh yeah. I do that. You do that every day.
I love it. I love doing it. I don't care if one person watches. I love doing it.
Well, you're a Big Brother fan, right? My daughter is
am.
too. I should give her your link to your channel. She's a Big Brother fan.
I'm just not a fan of that show.
You don't have to be.
I never
Neither do I have to.
was.
I probably would be if I would watch it.
Honest to God, if you sat down, you would be because you would like some of the people who are in the house.
Yeah.
They can do some really crappy things, but sometimes really funny stuff happens. It's probably the most non-influenced game compared to the rest of them. They're all influenced in some way or another, but like the producers really have no idea who's going to win. The producers really don't know. You know, they tried, I think, to angle the show by telling them what's coming, but you know, I've seen the show where you could tell they were pushing for somebody to win, and it wasn't the person they wanted. But that's kind of what I like about it, because not even the producers fix it.
Huh.
So
I can't find it now.
it's on 3 days a week. It's on Sunday nights, Wednesday nights, and Thursday nights. I have the live feeds, so I catch up when it takes up. I incorporate it so I'm not watching the craziness, especially when you're stuck in bed.
See, Samara found that link. I just asked, "Where's Samara at?" And she's gonna find the link.
Mara.
She's finding what link?
The
And
Thrills and
you're a
Drills.
BB junkie.
You found
too?
it? Oh, cool.
What did she? Oh, the girl of Frills and Drills.
See, I can't find it. My husband found it.
No, she is sharp looking. She doesn't look. She looks like just like a girl, like that. You would think, you know.
Because you said it was.
Is she the one with the long brown hair?
Yeah, she looks really young.
Yeah, she looks really young. She's got 2 young kids. She's got over 200,000 followers.
How sweet.
Oh, it's Frills and Drills. Okay.
There she is doing the floor.
That's why, because you were looking up girls.
I was looking at Thrills and Drills. I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, they show her in this doing all this stuff.
I know she does all kinds of like home improvement stuff. She's got over, like, look at her. She's got like a freaking great body, bitch.
She wears tight
All this
shirts.
stuff that
She
she's
wears,
done, like, I'm not saying that.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
she wears
She's
shorts
got,
and
like, she does all this stuff in her house, like, and she's working with Lowe's and Home Depot. Like, she's amazing. And I guess she's been doing it for a couple of years.
If you're around somebody who flips a house enough and you help them, you can start doing it yourself.
Yeah. And she, I guess now is making more money. Like at first, like they bought their house and she wanted to make a nice, make it a nice house. And they didn't have the budget to do it. So she started learning how to do stuff herself. And, and she just learned how to do everything herself. And now she's making just as much money or more money than her husband. I'm not sure how much money $200,000 followers get you, probably a lot. Just the association with Home Depot and Lowe's gets her pretty penny, because she uses their tools and stuff.
My sister who's 2 years older than me, we both have the same disease. We're both at home on disability. All of a sudden, she has literally turned herself into a carpenter. I'm like, how did you learn how to build shelves, stack them, like put them into the wall? You didn't know how to empty the trash, but you can install shelves now. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But she couldn't take out the trash when we were kids. But now she can put. I'm totally fascinated by it, but I could never do that.
Well, yeah, but you have back issues too. I mean, she does a lot of stuff. Like she does a lot of woodworking. She made her own bed. What do you call it? Headboard for bed. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Everything she's done in her house, it's like beautiful because she wanted a beautiful home and she wanted to be able to do it on a budget. And she learned how to do all this stuff and she did it. And it's just gorgeous. I mean, everything she's done is gorgeous.
If there was one thing I could ever do, I'd go back to college, try to learn how to manage money better. And, and then hopefully I would be at this part of the time, maybe life would have been better.
Carl, I need to jump down from here.
And I was just about to say the same thing. My stomach.
I'm going to end this. I'm just glad that you guys came up with me because this was just a test. And it was a 2-hour and 42-minute test.
Almost 3 hours.
Thank you all.
That's
for
hilarious.
Everybody that joined today. I really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. My mods that are in here, Samara,
hey, Jenna.
Jenna popped in here too.
Oh, Jenna, I'm just ending.
Oh, by the way, hey,
I love
Samara.
you, girl.
It was good to
I love you, and you take care, Ginger Locks. My heart goes out to you, and I will send you a picture.
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell this is, because they can feel something sticking out of my side.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we got to figure out what the hell's going on.
Let me know what's going on.
You know how to get in touch. I got nothing better to do in here, so.
All right, I love you, girl.
Love you guys.
Brian, thanks for coming out.
Good to talk to you.
Take it easy now.
Okay, you guys take it easy. Have a great Saturday. I love you. Sorry, Jenna.
Love you, everybody. Love you.
Hoping you go live because I'm just ending. Bye.